Live high school football on Lake TV is presented by Polylift Boat Lifts and brought to you by Central Ozarks Medical Center, Millard Family Chapels, Slumberland at the Lake, Crown Power and Equipment, the Missouri Coalition for Roadway Safety, Buckle Up, Phone Down, Sir Dyke Yamaha, Cool Breeze Marine, our Veterinary, Lake Ozark Real Estate, Jonathan Hartenstein, Broker Associate, Ozark Homes, and the Missouri State High School Activities Association. It's time for the Central Ozarks Medical Center pregame show. Central Ozarks Medical Center, where your health is their mission. Now, William Holtz and Mike Bissell.
We're live here at School of the Osage for Friday Night Lights on Lake TV. I'm William Holtz, joined by the Hall of Famer Mike Bissell for our Central Ozarks Medical Center pregame show. And Mike, tonight we have the 1-0 Moberly Spartans and the Indians, who they lost at Jeff City to start the year. But it's their home opener, and it's always time to be excited when you're back home.
It sure is. And the one big thing you have to remember, too, getting that first win, that's always a big deal. And the longer it goes on that you don't get that first win, both these teams kind of took it on the chin in week one, so they're going to be hungry for a win here tonight.
We will look forward to a lot on tonight's pregame show. I'm going to talk with both Coach Jolly and Coach McDowell. We're also going to talk about a couple of very special running backs we're excited to watch tonight. That and a whole lot more on your Central Ozarks Medical Center pregame show.
At COMC, your health is our mission. Central Ozarks Medical Center offers 3 OBGYNs at the Osage Beach Clinic and 2 pediatricians with same-day appointments available. At COMC, our doors are open to everyone with 5 primary care locations conveniently located across the Ozarks. COMC for the best medical, dental, and behavioral health care. Get more info on how COMC can help you at centralozarks.org. COMC, where your health is our mission.
Lake of the Ozarks is the boating capital in Missouri. Did you know that your prop is the most important part of your boat? With over 30 years of propeller repair at Lake of the Ozarks, Cool Breeze Marine, the prop specialist, is the choice for you. The most advanced in propeller repair and scanning, Cool Breeze Marine, the prop specialist, can help you boat smarter, go farther, and last longer on beautiful Lake of the Ozarks. Got props? We do at Cool Breeze Marine, the prop specialists.
Hi, I'm Greg Surdyke from Surdyke Yamaha on Osage Beach. For over 50 years, Surdyke Yamaha has produced an after-the-sales service, during the sales service. You ride on our reputation, and we need a lot of good employees to come help make that dream happen. So what we're looking for sales, we're looking for parts, we're looking for service. We're in Osage Beach. You can contact us at SurdikeYamaha.com, get on our website, do an application. Again, we're at Surdyke Yamaha. We've been doing it for 50 years, and we're going to keep on going. We want some good employees like you to come be part of the team.
We are back here at School of the Osage for the Osage Indians and the Moberly Spartans. It's your Central Ozarks Medical Center pregame show. And, Mike, first we're going to talk about the Moberly Spartans and their 9th-year head coach, Cody McDowell. And he's no stranger to having really successful teams with the Spartans.
No, not at all. It's a good program up there. Nice guy, seemed like, too. I went down just to run pronunciations. And I said, can you help me? And I said, my name's Cody. And I go, are you the head coach? He goes, if we play well, I am. If not, that guy is. So anyway, nice guy. Didn't really help me out on that. But a little surprising thing here that kind of showed up this week doing a little bit of research on the game. Moberly is a fairly good-sized town. They're Class 3. School of the Osage got bumped into Class 4. So Osage is probably at the bottom of Class 4 in regards to school population. Moberly's probably right at the top of Class 3.
Yeah, and these Spartans, the last couple of years, they've been really, really young, Mike. They've graduated a lot of guys that before the last 2 years in which the Spartans went 7-14, they went 33-13 over a 4-year stretch. They had 8 or more wins in 3 out of 4 seasons, and so they had some deep runs, and then they graduated almost everybody, and a lot of the kids you're going to see tonight have been starters the last couple of years, and one I'm really excited to talk about is this sophomore tailback, Tiger. I mean, only a sophomore. He's 5'9", about 200 pounds. Kayvon Tiger, he is phenomenal, and he got off to a great start in week 1. He had over 120 yards, a couple of scores, and when I look at him, you know who I kind of think of? A LaDainian Tomlinson, like Travis Henry, because he's small and he's big, and he welcomes contact. Like, he wants to hit, whether you're an upperclassman or not. He wants that contact. contact, and he very rarely goes down on first contact.
Yeah, it used to be in high school football, if you wanted to be successful, you had to run the ball and you had to stop the running game. Now they throw the ball, and everybody's got, well, beautiful fields like this where the weather's not that big a deal. If it rained during the week, it's not going to take your passing game away from you, but it's still in high school sports, high school football. It comes down to being able to run the ball.
Yeah, and we talked about Coach McDowell. Overall in his 9 years, he has had a lot of success, and against Osage in particular, in 6 times facing the Indians, he's 4-2, and he's won 4 of his last 5, including last year at their house. They won a barn burner, 43-37, and that game saw a ton of turnovers on both sides, like 8 total turnovers in that game. And so it was a game that both teams felt like they could have won. Moberly was happy they did win. And Coach McDowell, he feels like he's got a really good team this year, and I caught up with him just a little bit ago. Spartans head coach Cody McDowell. Coach, not your first time here in Osage, and you guys got off to a great start a week ago. How do you feel coming on the road here in week 2?
Oh, good. I mean, it's obviously a test once you get out of that home routine. So it'll be good to see our kids kind of come out ready to play on the road. It's always, we've been here before, but it's still, it's the first road test of the game, and I know they've got a good ball club. So hopefully our guys come out ready to play.
Coach, over the last couple of years, you got a lot of young kids, got a lot of playing minutes. Now they're featured in this offense and defensively. Do you feel like this is really your team's year?
I think that probably remains to be seen. I mean, we're just trying to take it one game at a time. I know it's cliche, but I feel like anytime you try and get ahead of yourself or worry about stuff that's out of your control, then you get in trouble. So we're worried about tonight, and we'll take care of the rest of it after that.
Tell you what, you guys have some incredible playmakers on both sides of the ball. One that sticks out to me is your tailback Tiger, man. He can really run the football and had a great week last week.
Yeah, he's a special kid. Young kid, too, which is the best thing about him. But he's a hard runner, shifty, pretty elusive. He's got that it factor that you want from a tailback, so it's good to see him have some success.
Coach, if you look at the Osage Indians, what's one thing your team needs to do really well to come out 2-0?
Defensively, we need to get lined up right and play assignment sound and tackle. I mean, I know their tailback's good. We had him last year, and he got loose on us a couple times, so he's obviously a focus for us. Offensively, don't get behind the sticks. Don't shoot ourselves in the foot. And, like I said, move the chains and put points up.
That's Coach McDowell with the Moberly Spartans. Thanks, Coach, for your time, and good luck tonight.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Tiger, he said he's a special kid, but he's not alone. They got a junior quarterback, Jackson Engel, and he looks really sharp. He's got a big build, and he looks like he's a real gunslinger.
And that gives them actually the opportunity to establish the run and then come back and throw the ball once they open things up a little bit. Moberly's coming off a 5-6 season. They play a pretty solid schedule. They lost in their districts last year, I should say, in the semifinals to that very good Boonville team. Pretty close game, though, so 5-6 last year for the Moberly Spartans.
And that team is one that got hot later in the year, played their best football, much like these Osage Indians. And so that was a team that was filled with sophomores, juniors, and even freshmen. I mean, Kayvon Tiger, a freshman a year ago. So they got those valuable minutes in big games, and so they should feel pretty good coming into this year. I looked at their roster. I mean, this Gage St. Clair, the senior, he does it both catching the football, running the football, and defensively. And then Dylan Johnston, defensively. He's a junior linebacker. Last week he had 3 tackles for a loss and a sack and a half in that game. And anytime you see those kind of numbers at the high school level, you just know that kid has a knack for the football. And so I look for Johnston to try to control the point of attack and try to get Osage napping in the backfield as many times as possible.
That's always a good, solid game plan to work with, is try to put pressure on the quarterback, try to shut the other team's running game down.
So Moberly, they're a team on the rise. They start 1-0 on the season, but they're here at home of the Osage Indians. We'll take a commercial break. When we come back, we'll talk about the home team, and we'll talk to their head coach, Shannon Jolly.
They say a picture is worth 1,000 words. The pure joy of a kid getting ready to go on the lake. Get lake ready and leave the heavy lifting to the compact frame of Kubota's powerful utility vehicle. Accelerate with Kubota's Sidekick to blur the line between work and fun. Available in orange, black, and camo. Visit your local Kubota Crown Power and Equipment dealership today. Passion, power, performance. crown-power.com.
Hey everybody, Daryl Cunningham with Slumberland Furniture at the Lake. It's our Labor Day sale, and we got some special things going on here at the store. You buy the sectional, you get the matching recliner for free, and save up to $800 off of our super luxurious Stearns & Foster mattress sets. And there's up to $700 off of Tempur-Pedics, the most highly recommended mattresses in the industry. And let's not forget the dining room, 5-piece set for $399. Come see us at our Labor Day sale at Slumberland Furniture, where we're bringing happy home.
Sometimes we take things for granted, but it truly is the little things in life that make a big difference and give us our best memories. At Millard Family Chapels, we honor and celebrate those cherished memories, no matter how small, because we know it's those special moments that mean the most to the families we serve.
At Millard Family Chapels, we believe that every day is a gift, and so is every life.
Take time to enjoy it.
We are back here from School of the Osage, Mike, for week 2 of the high school football season. We told you about Moberly. They start 1-0 on this season with a win over Smith Cotton a week ago. But for the Osage Indians, they had to travel to Jeff City, and that's a high school program a lot around the state have probably heard of.
And it used to be one of the biggest school districts in the state. It was always them and Fox High School out of Arnold, Missouri, South St. Louis. But since Cap City came in, it really brought them down into a lower level. And actually, that game last week, I mean, 10 years ago, somebody would have said this, you'd go, you're crazy. They're in the same district. Jeff City and School of the Osage are in the same district.
So tell us about that. School of the Osage now a 4A school, and that means they're going to be playing some very, very tight competition.
Oh, yeah. They're going to be playing some big schools, and I can give you the list here. Fulton High School. Fulton's been down. That's kind of hard for me to understand. Marshall. That's a program that was great back in the 80s. They've been down a little bit too. But Pleasant Hill, the Roosters, up in the Kansas City area, they're usually always good. Van Horn High School, it's kind of an inner city school in Kansas City. And then Warrensburg High School, that's their district.
Wow. Yeah, they've got their work cut out for them all season, and they come home 0-1 after that loss, but it always feels good when you get to have your home opener, your familiar, your cheerleaders, your band, all your parents and friends are there, and then it's the field you typically practice on. And so for Osage, 0-1, but listen, they started last year 0-3 before winning 7 consecutive games before they lost in the district semifinal. And so this is not a team that you get super, super worried if they don't get off to an incredibly fast start, because they stack their schedule full of tough opponents.
Yeah, Coach Jolly, I mean, he's been around. I mean, literally been around. This is his second go-around with School of the Osage. And one thing that has been consistent with everywhere he's been, turns programs around. Now, Osage didn't really need turning around all that much. I mean, they've had talent the past several years, but he's going to get his philosophy installed, and the kids always seem to buy in, and he always seems to improve teams' records.
Yeah, he did wonders. He was here, as you alluded to, from 2000 to 2005, won back-to-back district championships in 03 and 04, and then spent, I think, 9 or 10 seasons in Eldon, and he ended a district title drought of, 60 years there by winning 2?
Oh, easily, and lost to a great Mount Sterling team. And I could never think of the little town. Their name's the Cub, Monette. They lost to a great Monette. Both of those games were long drives on a Saturday afternoon, so you're getting up at, 5 o'clock in the morning, getting on a bus driving. And I think at both those games, the thing that stood out to me was that Eldon was flat. I mean, that's something you're not used to as a kid, to get up that early, get a bus ride, and then go play a state quarterfinal game.
Yeah, but he's been in those big games before, and then he had stints, of course, with Capital City, and now he's back in Osage. It's his 3rd year since coming back here. In the first couple of years, 10-12 overall, but last year such a solid run before they had their season ended, and this year now in 4A, you look at it and you're like, man, they're playing the big dogs, and so they're not going to be able to come out flat, including tonight against Moberly.
Yeah, you need everything you can get to try to keep yourself out of the bottom 3 in that classification in Class 4 and District 5. You want to try to be in that upper echelon so you get a chance to get a win in the opening round and then take your chances from there.
Yeah, and speaking of Osage head coach Shannon Jolly, I talked with him just a little bit ago. Osage head coach Shannon Jolly in the home opener. Coach, we were just talking, where would you rather be than right here, right now?
That's a pretty good feeling to be here, and we're excited about everybody coming out tonight. Great weather.
You look at Moberly, a team last year you guys went back and forth. The game felt like you guys should have had. You come into tonight with a running attack that really featured. How do you think that's going to do tonight against a team that's pretty similar to you guys on the ground?
That'll be interesting to see coming off last week. Against Jefferson City, I think we had a big size disadvantage. I think our kids played pretty hard, but, it was tough to overcome the disadvantage we were in last week. So matching up a little bit better with Moberly, hopefully we'll have some more success.
You roll out a sophomore at quarterback who's going to face a really tough front tonight. Talk about the sophomore.
Well, he's worked all offseason, all through the spring to be here, and, we're proud of him, and we have complete confidence in him, especially in his decision-making. He's kind of cool in the under pressure out there, and something that, he's been working on for a while.
Coach, when you look at the Moberly Spartans and you key on one thing your team has to do well tonight to get the W, what would that be?
Well, I think we got to fight harder at the line of scrimmage, and I don't know if I can say control the line of scrimmage, but make it a lot harder up front on both sides of the ball, offensively and defensively, for them to run the ball and to kind of impose any will up front. So hopefully we can get a better effort and a little bit more success up front.
Coach Jolly, thank you so much for your time and good luck tonight.
Thanks, guys.
So that is Coach Shannon Jolly with the Osage Indians. And Mike, he knows this team has to get off to a fast start. But when I look at Moberly, I do feel like these two teams are very similar because Coach Jolly, you've seen him over the years, he's not one that likes to air it out a ton. He likes to control the point of attack and kind of rock the opponent to sleep and then catch him napping. And he loves to control the trenches. And one kid we're excited about is Aiden Williams, their tailback.
Coach Jolly and I go back a long way. We've been doing this a long time. And he introduced me to this kid. And he comes over and he goes, "You can call me A-Train. Call me A-Train every time I break one out." And he seemed pretty confident in what he was doing. And that kid is put together, man. He is an athlete.
Yeah, Aiden Williams. He's the junior tailback for the Indians.
A message for everyone using the roads. That's you drivers and riders, evening runners and those running errands, lake dippers and road trippers, fun havers and adventure seekers. Help make the roads safer by doing 4 simple steps. Buckle up, phone down, slow down, and drive sober. That's it. 4 simple steps that have been proven to prevent traffic deaths. That means more rides, runs, laughter, life. After all, simple actions save lives.
It's time for a new home, and your solution is Ozark Homes under the Water Tower in Laurie. Your home is and should be your safe place. At Ozark Homes, we take your dream and make it a reality while staying within your budget. With real estate and construction prices at an all-time high, let Ozark Homes stretch your dollar. We have many customizable options, including kitchens, bathrooms, fireplaces. We even offer a second-level option. Quotes are always free, so give us a call or stop by today. Ozark Homes, making homeowners' dreams a reality for over 30 years.
Polylift Boat Lifts is proud to present live high school football exclusively on Lake TV. At Polylift Boat Lifts, we don't just build a boat lift, we build a polylift.
Polylift Boat Lifts, preferred by boaters everywhere. Award-winning construction and unmatched service makes Polylift the go-to boat lift for Lake of the Ozarks. Generations of this boat lift family building the best boat lifts possible. And the next generation is poised and ready to take Polylift into the future. The most trusted solution for protecting your watercraft is Polylift. You know what they say.
We don't just build boat lifts, we build Polylifts.
The Osage Indians, the Moberly Spartans, and we were just talking about the stud running back, Aiden Williams, and he told you can call me A-Train.
He seemed like a nice kid. He was laughing. And for some reason, Coach Jolly brought him over to introduce him to me, and he just wanted to make sure I knew who he was, and I was okay with calling him A-Train. So let's see if, hopefully for Osage, get a chance to say that a couple times here tonight.
And in their big loss against Jeff City, it was a really tough game. That's a big school, big team. And Aiden Williams, he was really the bright spot for the Indians. 16 carries, 71 yards, averaged about 4.5 yards a carry. And I didn't get to see that game, but I know how big Jeff City typically is in the trenches. And so he's really their workhorse out of the backfield. And for the Indians, as he goes, so does the team go. So if he's not popping off big runs on first down, you're going to see the Indians fall behind the sticks into long yardage situations. And so he's got a lot of pressure on him.
Yeah, that takes a lot of pressure off sophomore quarterback Maverick Trusty. Now, we saw him a lot last year in basketball, so he's played at the varsity level in basketball. Maybe not quite the same thing as it is playing varsity football as a sophomore, but at least he's not scared of the big stage. And Coach Jolly talked about in his interview how impressed he was with his off-season work. And I tell you what, it used to be if you were a good athlete in high school, you were going to be a good athlete on the field. But if you're not lifting year-round, the guy across from you is. So hearing that he was dedicated to that off-season workout, that's pretty impressive for a kid who's probably 16 years old.
Yeah, and it's changed so much over the last 15, 20 years with the big leagues and sports and things of that nature. Now kids idolize who they want to be like, and for kids this age, to be the quarterback at the high school level, that really is the cream of the crop, right? I know growing up, that's what I wanted to be. That's what I dreamed of. And so as a sophomore, a lot of pressure on him, and I think he's ready for that, and we'll get to see him on display tonight. So, Mike, as we look at the Tri-County Conference and we look at, man, every year now there's new districts or district realignment. It's interesting, but our local schools still important to a lot of people. So what's going on here around the Lake area?
Well, we'll start off with Versailles. They're in Class 2, District 3, along with Carrollton. Well, this is scattered all over the place. Colcamp, Father Tolton, North and South Callaway, and Warsaw. Now, Versailles got off to a good start with a 26-24 win over Knob Noster last week, and they play a district game, and I believe that's also a conference game in the new Ozark Highlands Conference for Versailles. Coach Warren Seitz trying to get off to a 2-0 start. In Class 3, District 5, that's Eldon along with Ava. Ava's been a very good program. Buffalo had that Jamar Smith a couple years ago, great quarterback, but we'll see what they've got. Clever High School. Mountain Grove's always been a good program. Salem and St. James. They handled Fulton. Fulton, that's surprising how down they are, 60-13. Eldon playing Owensville tonight. And you talk about some games between two teams. 72-68, I believe it was, a regular season. They had another shootout. And then last year, Hunter Hess loads one up. Last play of the game, it's tipped. Devin Wardenberg, the catch, runs in for the touchdown. You do not see walk-off wins at the high school level ever. That was a crazy win up in Owensville, and that's who Eldon is playing at home tonight. School of the Osage, we mentioned. Class 4, District 5, along with Fulton, Jeff City, Marshall, Pleasant Hill, Van Horn, and Warrensburg. And, of course, Camdenton, we saw last week, got the 42-21 win over Rolla. They're in Class 5, District 5, with Battle, Cap City, Helias, North Point High School, I have no idea where that's at, Rolla, and Washington High School as well, and hosting Kickapoo tonight down in Camdenton.
Man, great area rundown from you, Mike. We're going to take a quick commercial break here on our COMC pregame show. When we come back, the captains and the Missouri State High School Activities Association referees will do the coin toss right here on Lake TV.
Your furry friends are more than pets, they're family, and at our veterinary, we understand that. With multiple locations, we can service your pets when and where you need it. Our team of professionals offer routine wellness, orthopedic care from broken bones to joint repair, and even emergency services. We are ready to welcome your pet to our family with medical or preventative care. Our veterinary, with 6 convenient locations, the team providing exceptional care for your pet when and where you need it.
As you dream of your lake life, I invite you to dream bigger. Topsider Condos, the coolest place to live at the lake.
So what do you think? Your dream of living in luxury at Lake of the Ozarks could be but one phone call away. I wouldn't wait. Topsider.
Kate Hadler is Dave DePay.
All right, guys, name of the game, sportsmanship. You've heard since you've been little guys. Your team captains take care of your teams. If have problems with red or white, help us out. Okay. You're the whistle. What are we going to do tonight? Stop. If you don't stop, what happens? Flags. Coaches like flags. Mine didn't. I'd set out a couple times too, so let's not go down that. Watch the hits away from the ball too. We're going to take water. We have to. If you're getting hot, just talk to us. Coaches, any questions, anything? If not, your release. Good luck to both of you.
Good luck, Rick.
All right, guys, got a neat coin. That's the 100th year NIAA football conference. That's a head, that's a tail. Moberly's a visiting team. You're going to call it for me. What are you going to call it? And what did he say? If I drop it over, you flip it. And it is heads. White, you won the toss. You want to receive. Make it easy. Which way you want to kick, Red? Not much wind tonight, is there? White go there. Red to stay like that. There you go. Let's look at each other. White, one.
Moberly will receive to begin tonight's game.
So it looks like Moberly wins the toss, and they want to start with the football and set the tone, which isn't as common as it used to be, Mike, where the team that wins almost always defers, which is what I prefer. But nonetheless, Moberly, they're going to get the football first. So Coach McDowell and the Moberly Spartans, they'll start, and we're going to get a look at the sophomore running back. Man, he is really a sensation across the state of Missouri, just a sophomore, Kayvon Taylor. And then, of course, the junior quarterback, Jackson Engel, as well.
Yeah, they're a very impressive-looking athletic team. The quarterback, Jackson Engel, number 2, he's a junior, 190 pounds. The A-gap running back is number 9, Gage St. Clair, senior, 180. Kayvon Tiger, 5'9", a sophomore, 200. The Z-back, number 30, Carter Boffman, a senior, 175. The offensive line, number 51, Gage Falah. Number 63, Zach Cox. Number 66, Case Thompson. Number 70, Devin Snow. The center is Isaac Stoneking. Wide receiver, Micah Land. And the tight end, Gabe Flood.
So Jason Colonius, the junior, will do the kicking honors for the Indians. And back to return for Moberly, Kayvon Tiger and crew. It's common at the high school level. You see a lot of the best athletes going all three ways.
Yeah, no doubt. And I tell you what, the sun's going to be a factor here, looking directly into this low sun here at the first day of September. I'd hit a line drive here somewhere and see if you can get somebody to make a mistake.
And he did, too. And it takes a hop. Tiger picks it up at about the 14-yard line, and Osage takes him down. Really good coverage indeed. First Indian there. That is number 8, Drake Williams, the sophomore. And really for the spot Tiger picked it up, he only got about 9-10 yards, and Moberly starts 1st and 10 inside their own 25-yard line.
So good special teams coverage, and that was a good tackle, and there was a lot of help there for Drake Williams as well.
Yeah, man, the Indians, they corralled the football very, very quickly, got through that first line of defense that would have been for Moberly. And like you said, that sun, we'll see if that's a factor on this opening series.
Osage really stacking the line of scrimmage.
Engel, first handoff, a lot of room outside. First carry goes for about 15, 16 yards, then a first down.
That was St. Clair getting the carry. He's the other option in the backfield.
And he does both, too. They love to throw him the football on those swing passes and quick hitters out of the slot, and they start with a really nice gainer on first down up to the 39-yard line.
I think Osage got caught over-committing there to Tiger a little bit. And that weak side run, that was to the weak side of the offensive line. Once he got the corner, good game.
Out of the shotgun this time, go the Spartans. Couple of guys go in motion, bottom of your screen, Engel now. Looks back to the sideline, and play clock has expired, and do we have a timeout or... And our veterinary penalty
dead
flag.
ball, it's a foul.
It's delay of game. They took too long trying to get the new play in from the sideline. So after the really nice start, that's an ill-advised penalty flag.
Well, Osage was showing blitz. They were stepping up in the gaps. And the quarterback Engel looked over the sideline to see if they wanted to change the play. And the play clock is rolling the entire time. And they just weren't aware of it getting all the way down to 0. So 1st and 15 now. Bit of a break for Osage, but only a break if you can take advantage of it here.
Keep an eye on number 21 here, Mike, for the Indians. He's the senior linebacker. He had 11 tackles and a sack in the Week 1 game against Jeff City. Tiger now. Ball's on the ground, and it's picked up by the Indians at the 28-yard line. Tiger never solid, and Johnny on the spot. That's number 82 for the Indians, Landon Hall, the junior.
Yeah, that play was in trouble from the start. They were trying a crisscross action there, and somebody just wasn't in the right place. And Engel, the quarterback, got caught lost the ball, and great reaction there by Landon Hall.
So first down and 10 at the 28-yard line. The Indians forced a turnover and take advantage. We'll see if they can cap it off with some points. Trusty out of the shotgun. Williams gets the carry, tries to bounce outside, and he's tripped up. Nice piece of tackling there by the Moberly Spartans after a nice gain on first down by Aiden Williams.
Yeah, good pursuit from the inside out by Moberly. Good block on the offensive line by Levi Perk and Nick Dooley as well, but second down and 6 for us.
Ball's the 23-yard line. Sun at their back, which should help here in this first quarter. Williams the give once again from Trusty. Moberly there and limits him to a 1-yard gain, going to bring up third down and 5.
Yeah, Luke McCormick did a good job not allowing a cutback lane to the outside. And the interior for Moberly is pretty stout there to hold him to a 2-yard pickup.
Yeah, it just looks like, as we look down at this Moberly sideline, they are big and long and athletic.
I think you've got to try some kind of RPO here to try to get them off of Williams a little bit, but no.
Inside handoff to Williams, keeps those legs moving, but he's going to be just short of first down yardage up to the 19 inside the Lake Ozark Real Estate red zone. And on 4th and 1, I think you go for it here, Mike.
Oh, no doubt on this spot on the field. You've got to take advantage. You have to take advantage of this situation where you get a break like that early on in the game.
Yeah, first down and 10 at your opponent's 28-yard line after the fumble. And so 4th down and 1.
They race up the line of scrimmage, quick snap, and that's the first down.
Yeah, Williams has it inside the 14, and really nice job by the Indians. You mentioned it, Mike. They rushed the line of scrimmage. They called the play correctly. And what's important there is that everybody's in position and set, and you don't get called for a flag.
Yeah, you got to be set for 1 second, and they got up there and showed a lot of discipline. So Williams with 4 carries here, and the first down in the ball game for either team.
Yeah, and he looked like he was not going to be stopped there, only needing a yard. So first down and 10, ball's the 14-yard line. Trusty's yet to attempt a pass here in the first few plays. Handoff outside to Colonius, and he's going to be stopped way in the backfield at about the 17-yard line. It's going to go for a 3-yard loss, and great pursuit by the first men there for the Spartans.
Yeah, Carter Wood read that very well, and that's the first time somebody other than Williams has touched the ball offensively, but he wasn't fooled by the first fake handoff and then coming around to the strong side of the formation. He was able to beat the block and throw it for, a 3-yard loss.
Yeah, I'll tell you, and it is early in the game, but Moberly, man, they are so strong up front right there. Second down and long, just 3 minutes expired here in the first quarter.
Play action.
Trusty going to roll to his left. He's going to take a shot to the end zone, has his man. The throw is there, and it is caught for the touchdown from 18 yards out. A beautiful throw from Trusty, and coming down with a great catch.
DePay.
Yeah, that is the junior Dane DePay, and he had a great week a week ago. 5 catches for 93 yards in the week 1 loss against Jeff City, and beautiful throw, and DePay went up and got it. And there was really pretty good coverage, just better throw, better catch, and the extra point away from the Indians leading 7-0. Colonius, the kick is up, and it is good. Actually, that is 84. Brady Clark, the sophomore. So the Indians, they lead 7-0 with 8:54 left in the first.
Hi, I'm Greg Surdike from Surdike Yamaha on Osage Beach. For over 50 years, Surdike Yamaha has produced an after-the-sales service, during the sales service. You ride on our reputation, and we need a lot of good employees to come help make that dream happen. So what we're looking for sales, we're looking for parts, we're looking for service. We're in Osage Beach. You can contact us at SurdikeYamaha.com, get on our website, do an application. Again, we're at Surdike Yamaha. We've been doing it for 50 years, and we're going to keep on going. We want some good employees like you to come be part of the team.
And we are back here on Lake TV's coverage of live high school football presented by Poly Lift Boat Lifts, and the Indians, they strike first, and here's Colonius now. The kick, it's a line drive, and Tiger fields it at about the 18-yard line, and looking for a hole, he finds one, and before he's gang tackled at the 39-yard line after a pretty solid return, and Moberly's second series starts just shy of the Osage, or of their own 40-yard line, rather.
A lot of people on that tackle. Noah Stevens helping out. Here's a score from around the Lake area. Versailles, again, under head coach Warren Seitz, looking to go 2-0 for the first time in his tenure. They take a 7-0 lead early at Warsaw. Versailles 7, Warsaw nothing.
I heard last week that the sensation junior Reese Murdoch, he had not only a big game, but he had a game-sealing pick late in the game and a one-handed grab to extend a 3rd and long. Ball's on the turf now.
The quarterback was not ready for the center snap at all, and then to top it off, that was off the mark. So Osage got the break. They took advantage of the break. They lead 7-0, and that play loses 5, and that's been some pretty shaky-looking situations for Moberly here at the outset.
Yeah, now they can no longer blame it on the sun. It now looks to be down, and the field is completely in the shade. But through 4 minutes, it's been all Indians, and they've capitalized on a giveaway and a couple of botched plays in the backfield. 2nd down and long now. Pass into the flat.
Man.
Oh, what a hit. Wow.
Form tackle. I mean, that's exactly how you do it. Keep the head up and make the tackle. That's only a 2-yard pickup there for the receiver. That was read well by the Osage defense.
Landon Childs, the junior, coming from his corner position. He had 8 tackles a week ago in that week 1 loss to Jeff City. And like you said, Mike, he read that perfectly. 3rd down and long. Engel looking for the screen. Has his man set up pretty nicely. A lot of daylight here. Cross midfield and up to the 47-yard line. It's an impressive gainer of 17 yards. Mike, on 3rd down and long, they get that and then some for a new set of downs.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I got a little bit of a problem with that play. I thought the receiver had cleared the line of scrimmage. Now in high school and college, you can have people downfield if the ball is caught by a receiver who is still behind the line of scrimmage. I thought he had cleared the line of scrimmage. That should have been a penalty.
So a break this time for Moberly. Tiger now full head of steam, keeps the legs moving, has about 5 or 6 solid run, and Moberly now after that 1st down, Tiger a full head of steam, and he can really move. He's looking to find that hole, and he won't be touched again if he gets going.
Tiger's actual first carry there, 6-yard pickup, and that was a nice tackle once he did clear the line of scrimmage by Carter Lynch.
Ball's on the ground again, and Osage has it, falling on it at the 42-yard line. No one else saw it, and I mentioned the senior linebacker just a little bit ago. It's John Kemery.
Well, they're having all kinds of trouble. That's a 3rd really kind of a mix-up looking play on the center snap, and the 2nd turnover here in the 1st quarter by Moberly. And that was one thing that Coach McDowell said, we need to clean things up at the line of scrimmage. They got their win, and I misspoke at the top of the show. They did defeat Smith Cotton last week 28-7. And he said that was a point of emphasis, something they wanted to clean up.
We'll take a commercial break with the Indians out in front 7-0 on Lake TV's Game of the Week.
Exclusive lake luxury is hard to come by nowadays, but that's exactly what's available at the Villages at Shawnee Bend.
Whatever your lake dream, the Villages can make it a reality. Stake the claim to your lake paradise in the lake's premier luxury home development, the Villages at Shawnee Bend.
And we are back here on Lake TV's Game of the Week. And Mike, how about the Osage Indians start in the home opener? They take advantage of the first takeaway with a nice touchdown pass to DePay, and now they've got it back after another turnover by the Spartans. And with just 6:28, we now have a stoppage once again.
Yeah, Moberly's going to make a late substitution. I don't know if they burned a timeout to do that or not, but they did bring a player off to the sideline. Maybe the officials just let them trade him out. Maybe it was an equipment issue. I don't know.
Could have been. So the Indians now on their 2nd series. Aiden Williams tries to make the first guy miss, and he will not. Nice piece of tackling there.
Zachary Baker, number 57, stayed with it, and Williams just did get back to the line of scrimmage. Hey, it's a long game. Long game, William, and you get breaks. You got to take advantage of them, and Osage is 1 for 1 so far. Let's see what they can do with number 2.
You know what I love is it is much cooler tonight than it was a week ago. So 2nd down and 9, they'll call it. Little play action here. Trusty looking for his man and not on the same page.
That's a smart play. There just wasn't anything there. Great coverage in that cover 2. When you get in a 2nd long like that, it's a little easier to play a little cover 2. But they just threw it away. I think that's a smart play on his part.
Yeah, and for a sophomore, you love to see it. Don't try to force it and do too much. Live to see 3rd down and modest. So on 3rd and 9, 5:51 here in the first quarter. Osage up 7-0.
Going to be trips right. This is not something you see from a Shannon Jolly team very often.
Trusty takes the snap.
Oh, he's got a man.
A lot of time and then taken down. He had all day long and then blowing that one up in the backfield, getting there. Number 19, Carter Wood, the junior, with a quarterback sack and a big loss of, looks like very nearly 10 yards on the play.
Yeah, maybe just a little bit more than that since they were above the line of scrimmage a bit. But, yeah, that hurts. There was a man late breaking in the outside. That's real easy to see sitting up here, but not when you've got guys coming at you from every side. So here's the long situation, and we'll see the first punt of the ball game.
And Moberly has to be happy with that. They're just shaking their heads on the sideline with the quarterback center exchange issues they've had. And to get that stop and give it back to their offense here, pretty good punt.
Very effective punt. Now, that was actually inadvertently touched by an Osage player. I don't think the official right there saw it. Down on coverage was Noah Stevens, and they're going to stop it right there. So an effective punt, and it looks like Moberly will have it 1st and 10 at their own 30.
Then, yeah, solid punt. And for Moberly, like I said, everything that could go wrong so far in this first half of quarter 1 has, but for them, they're only down 7-0, and they have the football. So Coach McDowell probably feels very fortunate that their defense got to stand there. And for Osage, haven't really been clicking on those first 2 series. We did see a nice touchdown pass on that first series, but so far we've seen all kinds of communication issues on both sides.
And that was a low center snap there again, and then Tiger, great run to sidestep a tackler, would-be tackler at the line of scrimmage, and then just keep working it up the field.
2nd down and 1 now, and you always wonder if that exchange continues to be an issue. Why wouldn't you line him up under center? And of course it's early, you've only seen it a couple of times, but I always wonder that when that does become an ongoing issue, how much does that change your offense?
Well, I don't know, but I'm lining somebody up right over the center, and I'm talking to him the entire time. Oh, he moved the ball. There you go. Good call by the linesman. It took him a second to react to it, but that was a false movement of the ball. So from 2nd 1 to 2nd and 6.
Yeah, it's going to be our veterinary penalty flag on the false start. So 2nd down and 6 now. And yeah, you saw it before anybody else did. They almost got away with it, too.
It did take them a while to react. By the way, Warsaw's come back to tie Versailles 7-7 in the first quarter in the game over in Benton County.
Tiger takes the snap now, and Osage is there. Couple of yards, but really nice once again, not just on the defensive line, but on the linebackers, Mike. They crowd the ball carrier really quickly because Tiger's one of those players you can sense. If he makes the first guy miss, it could be a race, but not when you've got 3 or 4 guys around him, and that is the case right now for the Osage defense.
Well, nice play by Noah Stevens. Had some help from Jaden Wilkes.
So on 3rd down and 4 at their own 37-yard line. Engel going to roll to his left, throw across his body, has his big target, and that's completed. A really nice play start to finish. Michael Land, the senior, big target, and now is a strike delivered by Engel. So 1st down for Moberly. They needed 4, and he got 4.5. Really good timing and great execution.
Yeah, believe it or not, he's 3 for 3 for passing when they get the center snap back to him. So that is a good conversion there and overcoming the penalty on the false start.
He's a big kid at quarterback. He stands back there and hands it to Tiger on the play. Yeah, I saw it brewing. Osage able to stop him after a gain of about 4 or 5, but he looks pretty patient. I mean, he was just waiting And you can see it. Osage has contained Kayvon Tiger, the sophomore, up to this point in time. Going to bring up 2nd down and 4 now as it continues to cool as that sun goes down. And I don't think anybody here is upset about that.
4 carries for 23 yards now for Tiger, but he's not really got into double figures with a carry.
Little play action. Engel now. He's going to keep it, and he's going to be upended and taken down right about the line of scrimmage. That's a really good play on the outside. I know Jason Colonius was in on it, and we might have a Spartan shaken up.
And great coverage downfield by Mark Kingery, who's a junior, and there was just nowhere for Engel to throw it. And that's the downside to when you roll out to one side of the field, unless you got John Elway power type arm to throw across the field. You cut the field in half. So the defense, they're going to disregard anything to the other side of the field. They're going to cover everything to the outside, and a good play there by Kingery.
Here is the Spartans. They're quick to the line of scrimmage. It's a quick play, 3rd down and short. Engel now, clean pocket, starts to close, now throws across his body, and that is caught after the juggle by the senior. Lamb, the big body, makes the deflection and brings it in all the way down to the 37-yard line, Mike. That's a pretty good gainer, and it's a 1st down for the Spartans.
Yeah, no doubt that was a good catch, and there was late backside pressure applied by Jaden Wilkes, once again the sophomore, but just couldn't quite get there, and a well-thrown ball by Jackson Engel.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, I've been impressed, like you said, when he gets the opportunity, he's delivered it right on the money right now. Inside handoff to St. Clair, and he's going to be upended and taken down. Landon Childs, first guy there on the stop.
Yeah, that play was actually designed to go off tackle, but Childs forced him back into the middle. Of course, there's a lot more traffic, so 2nd carry for LeClaire gets a couple, 2nd down and 8. Much cleaner game than we had. Well, not only is it just beautiful weather here tonight, we had a lot of penalties in week 1 down at Camdenton.
And when it's that hot and the game is just delayed and dragging on, it gets tougher. So 2nd down and 8 as we're inside a minute to play here in the opening quarter from School the Osage. It's a design quarterback run. Engel calls his own number as a pretty good gainer, and he takes a pretty good hit just shy of the 30-yard line.
Yeah, that was a running play, Wildcat running play all the way there. So the drive continues 3rd and short, and you have to assume that this is 4-down territory.
Yeah, a lot of coaches at the high school level, especially inside that 40-yard line, and you don't see as often the field goal kicking unit as big of a part of the game. Now, I do remember a couple years ago, Eldon had a kid that could bang one home from 50-plus yards.
0-10.
So 3rd down and short. Tiger gets the short carry and has 1st down yardage inside the 25-yard line. Thought it was Levi Shin.
Yeah, it was. And
brothers, I think.
Well, half brothers. But I was going to correct myself there.
But I remember Levi, man, in warm-ups.
He could 51-yarder over at Versailles.
In a game, right?
In a game, yes.
All right, so that concludes the first quarter of play this quarter break, brought to you by our friends at Our Veterinary.
Veterinary is the proud official veterinary of Lake TV. For every 5 penalty flags during tonight's game, Our Veterinary will donate a free spay or neuter to Ozarks Cat and Canine. Another reminder that the best way to prevent more stray dogs and cats in your lake neighborhood is to get your pet spayed or neutered.
Your furry friends are more than pets, they're family, and at Our Veterinary, we understand that. With multiple locations, we can service your pets when and where you need it. Our team of professionals offer routine wellness, orthopedic care from broken bones to joint repair, and even emergency services. We are ready to welcome your pet to our family with medical or preventative care. Our Veterinary, with 6 convenient locations, the team providing exceptional care for your pet when and where you need it.
And we welcome you back to Lake TV's coverage of high school football. I'm William Holtz, joined by Hall of Famer Mike Bissell here at School of the Osage, and what a beautiful night for high school football.
And I have to make a blanket apology here. It was an awful hot night last Friday night, and I was not feeling well at all. And I found out later that I have kidney stones, and I found out later, man, that can affect everything in your body. Broadcast wasn't up to my standards I set for myself, and I'll try to do better. I feel a lot better, I know that.
I know you're feeling good tonight, Mike, and I know we all are with this much nicer weather.
Wow. What a play, William.
That was beautiful off the line. He very nearly plucked it out of the air.
Drake Williams on the play. It was play action. Of course, you have to respect the fact that Tiger can get the ball. It sucked everybody in. They had a slant from on the weak side over there. He was open on the little skinny post and might have taken it all away, but the touchdown saving breakup of the pass by Drake Williams.
Yeah, that was big, and like you said, he probably scores if Williams doesn't get his mitt on that. So second down. Inside give to St. Clair. He's going to have good yardage up to about the 19-yard line. And Moberly back inside the Lake Ozark Real Estate red zone, and that'll bring up third down and about 6.
Osage with a 7-0 lead. They took advantage of an early fumble. For Sales, by the way, now down 13-7, 2 minutes to go in the first quarter over in Warsaw. You been at the riverfront in Warsaw? You been there?
Oh, man.
It's beautiful.
Isn't it? And if you walk the bridge?
Well, I ride my bike over there all the time.
Isn't that incredible?
It is a beautiful spot. You got to commend them for what they've done.
Third down and 6. Engel has Tiger on the inside handoff. He's inside the 15 up to about the 14-yard line, right at that first down marker. I think they may have to measure, but he is very close.
You know, something Tiger's going to learn. He's not a tall kid at all. He's listed at 5'9". And he's going to have to learn that he needs to get the shoulder pads a little lower. He's taking a lot of punishment that he doesn't have to by running upright.
Tell you what, and he seems to love the contact. Yeah. Some kids do, and you do until you take a short injury or you have to go be spelled for a minute. But, man, Tiger is so tough, and he's running solid in this one. First down and 10. Engel crosses body, little shovel, and that's going to be an incomplete pass. It was a forward pitch. Yeah,
the officials were right there. A good call.
But you have the tendency when you see that, any kind of shuffle pass that hits the deck, you're like, it's a fumble, get it. The official was right on it, brings up second down and 10. But a dangerous play, Mike.
Oh, it was, and the spacing was bad. Something that one of the coaches here at Osage taught me, Coach Vogt, years ago. When you're running that kind of option like that, there has to be a consistency between the quarterback and who's going to be receiving, whether it's a pitch or a forward pass, and they did not have the good spacing there at all.
Yeah, and great job defensively. Whichever Indian got his hand on it as Tiger takes the second down and 10 carry inside the 10-yard line, and he is carrying defenders with him up to the 7-yard line.
Yeah, Charlie Dooley there with the initial hit. And it's weird, I look at my stat sheet and a 6-yard pickup, and that's the 5th 6-yard pickup. And we see that the Lakers are up 7-0 against Kickapoo, and that's figured to be a tough game tonight for the Camdenton Lakers, who got their win last week against Rolla.
We were there. That was a good game to watch. Camdenton pulled away late. Here is third down and short. Delayed handoff. St. Clair trying to get the edge, and he will not. Landon Child says no, sir-ee, the junior. A big play takes him down at the line of scrimmage for no gain, and fourth down and 3.
I actually like the call, the misdirection. You have to respect Tiger anytime they fake the handoff, but that was just a great reaction to come back and set up a fourth down.
Landon Child is an absolute ball hawk, and I don't mean in takeaways. He is always in the backfield from his safety or corner position, Mike, and here's a big fourth down and 3. Engel takes the snap.
Yeah, you got to go Tiger here.
Goes Tiger inside the 5, has the first down into the end zone for the score. And the Moberly Spartans are scoreless no more, and it's on a big fourth down and 3, a 7-yard touchdown carry.
Yeah, and you can't really fault the defense. I mean, they hit him in the hole, and he was just able to keep the play alive until he was able to get the wheels moving again. He just took that on in from 7.
Yeah, impressive. Jackson Engel, the quarterback, will hold to tempt the extra point. Michael Land, the senior.
Let's see how the center snap goes here. They have had problems with that.
Engel gets the hold. The kick is up, and it is good. So with 9:26 left in the first half, we are tied 7-7 between Osage and Moberly. We'll be back on Lake TV after this.
Sometimes we take things for granted, but it truly is the little things in life that make a big difference and give us our best memories. At Millard Family Chapels, we honor and celebrate those cherished memories, no matter how small, because we know it's those special moments that mean the most to the families we serve.
At Millard Family Chapels, we believe that every day is a gift, and so is every life.
Take time to enjoy it.
A message for everyone using the roads. That's you drivers and riders, evening runners and those running errands, lake dippers and road trippers, fun havers and adventure seekers. Help make the roads safer by doing 4 simple steps. Buckle up, phone down, slow down, and drive sober. That's it. 4 simple steps that have been proven to prevent traffic deaths. That means more rides, runs, laughter, life. After all, simple actions save lives.
And back just in time for the ensuing kickoff following Moberly tying the game on the legs of Kayvon Tiger, and a great return here on the play all the way up to the 46-yard line, Mike, and Isaac Stark, the junior, a great return.
Yeah, short kickoff, and he was able to just very patiently take it, work it up the sideline, worked off one block, cut to the outside, broke containment. And apparently they had him stepping out of bounds a little bit earlier than what I thought he had. It's still a good field position for Osage as they're now tied 7-7.
Yeah, and it's a whole new ball game after Osage had the 7-0 lead in the football following their second takeaway. Moberly, they were reeling for a moment, but right back in it here. We're deadlocked, and on first down, Aiden Williams. The carry runs into a wall of Spartan defenders for a modest gain.
Yeah, just his forward progress gave him maybe half a yard. Trying to spot the kid. I think it's 33 with the tackle there, and that would be Weston Hurt. And the PA announcer agreed with me, so I feel a little bit better about that. Hurt's not a big kid, but he showed some strength there getting into Williams' pads pretty well.
And for Osage on first down, Mike, they really haven't gotten a whole lot going on first down. You've seen a ton of 2nd and 9, 2nd and 8, and on 2nd and 9, Aiden Williams. Solid run up the middle across midfield.
Yeah, he got his shoulder turned. I think that was actually supposed to go off left tackle, but he got his shoulder turned earlier and just kind of slid off to the right, followed his blocks, picked up 5.
So a big 3rd down and 5, especially considering right about midfield, always a no man's land when it comes to 4th and short. So 3rd down and 5. And one thing I've noticed, Mike, you look down at this Moberly sideline, they're so lengthy and athletic. I mean, all the way up and down that sideline.
A lot of late shifting for Osage. Let's see what they got here. They got somebody in the neutral zone, what they did, and a free 5 for Osage. They'll take it.
And that's Maverick Trusty. He gave that extra hard count and maybe even got away with one, Mike, with the forward movement we saw when he clapped his hands. And it's weird because sometimes they call that on the quarterback and sometimes they don't. And on this time, it's an our veterinary penalty flag and a fresh set of downs for the Indians.
Yeah, I was watching the Mizzou game last night, and I don't care for that clap snap at all. That there's no deception there. If you start dancing a little bit maybe and then clap, and maybe they throw the flag on you for that, but I don't know.
It's weird.
I don't care for that.
So first down and 10 now after the offside penalty, and the sophomore Maverick Trusty gets the free 5 yards and the fresh set of downs. On first down, Aiden Williams. The handoff, and man, he's tough to bring down. You had a guy just holding on for dear life, and he's still dragging him a yard.
I believe I had number 24, maybe 25 actually, Aiden Christie. And that was a nice tackle again. And that's the one thing about Williams is he'll hit the hole hard. And if he clears that first line of tacklers, we're going to see that speed come into play.
2nd down and 8 now, still out of the gun.
I think Osage left a little early there, the tight end on the far side.
Yeah, he knew his block was important to the play call, so he was a little antsy, and they were going to try the off tackle to the fullback, Jason Colonius, but to no avail. Back him up a few yards, bring up 2nd down and long.
First penalty of the night for Osage, so you got to feel pretty good about that.
Yeah, you absolutely do, and it's one of the things that you always strive to do is play not penalty-free, but as close to possible, and sometimes it surprises you. And last week, Mike, we were surprised, even for week 1, how much laundry we saw on the field.
I think it was 25 total penalties, something like that. It really slowed the pace of the game down.
2nd down and 13. Colonius this time, and he's going to be taken down off the edge position. just blew through there. Really nice job. That's Carter Wood again. No gain on the play and going to bring up 3rd down and long for Osage.
You know, I like that call. It just hasn't clicked for Osage tonight. I think you have to run some sort of counter occasionally to get the defense off Aiden Williams, but the play just hasn't worked tonight for Osage.
Yeah, since that early start for the Indians, they had the football and the 7-0 lead with 8 minutes to go, but over to the last quarter, it's been Moberly here. 3rd down and long. Trusty.
Kimmery's on an island.
And that one is incomplete. Should be some penalty flags.
Yep.
Early contact as he was looking for DePay, and he definitely was hit early, but that wasn't his best option on that play.
Yeah, I think he had a man singled up on the wide side who had a chance to go one-on-one, but you know, he's right there. I mean, he sees what he thinks he's got, and it worked out. DePay's a great receiver, and they get the 1st down off the 15-yard penalty and the pass interference.
Wow. So is it not a spot foul at high school? It's an automatic 15 yards, correct?
No, it's 15 yards. So actually, you know, you get beat bad and the ball's over your head, you tackle the guy for the ball gets there. It's usually a pretty good play.
And on that one, it was going to be well shy of the 1st down, so it worked out in the Indians' favor. And here's Colonius, the fullback.
And again, I like that play. Stick with it. And it finally does get it going for him. I think 7 yards there. I like it because you have to make that defense respect the fact that there's another option in the backfield other than Williams.
And once they do, that's when Williams breaks one.
Right.
And so solid balance right now. You're starting to see the Indians. They've aired it out a couple of times. Colonius a couple of carries, and you're just waiting for that big Aiden Williams run. 2nd down and 4.
Quick opener.
There's Williams inside the 10 all the way down to the 9-yard line, and that's a big-time gainer right there. We'll give him 17 yards inside the Lake Ozark Real Estate red zone. It's going to be 1st and goal, Osage.
Yeah, that was up under center was the quarterback Trusty, and a little bit different look, and just the quick reverse pivot and the pop, and a great job by the interior line, the center Stone King, along with the guard Case Thompson.
Trying to get outside is Colonius, and he's going to be stopped. Not a whole lot doing. That was kind of a tricky play. I wasn't sure who had the ball at first.
Yeah, he stumbled, kind of in a little turf toe thing, stumbled a little bit, lost his momentum, and that allowed the pursuit to get him from behind. So 2nd goal from the 9. Camden, by the way, has just went up by a score of 14-0 in their contest.
Man, and I'll tell you what, Kickapoo put it to Hillcrest a week ago.
Yeah, Hillcrest is down, but Kickapoo, that's you would think would have been a really tough game for Camden tonight. Off to a good start.
2nd down and goal now. Trusty gives it to Williams. Tries to find his hole, but not a lot of room out there. Maybe a yard or two down to the 6, maybe the 7. And so it's going to be 3rd and goal now for Osage. There's 4:20 left here in the first half. Of course, Osage, they're going to get the football to start the second half. Moberly had won the toss, and they wanted it first. So a big 3rd and goal here, and for Osage, they can kick field goals. They had one last week, Brady Clark, their sophomore field goal kicker. But first, 3rd down and goal. Trusty into the flat, looks for his target. DePay reaches out to the house. Touchdown Osage on 3rd and 7. 3rd and goal from the 7. Maverick Trusty to DePay, and Osage regains the lead 13-7.
Okay, you're on the short side of the field, rolling to the wide side of the field. That's a long throw. Not a great angle. You're throwing across your body. What a great throw and catch for the touchdown.
Indeed now, Landon Hall. Sorry, Brady Clark, the sophomore. Then to attempt the extra point. The snap is good, the hold is good, and the kick is also good. So with 3:54, Osage back out in front by 7 by the score of 14-7. You're watching exclusive coverage of a high school football on Lake TV.
Polylift boat lifts, preferred by boaters everywhere. Award-winning construction and unmatched service makes Polylift the go-to boat lift for Lake of the Ozarks. Generations of this boat lift family building the best boat lifts possible. And the next generation is poised and ready to take Polylift into the future. The most trusted solution for protecting your watercraft is Polylift. You know what they say.
We don't just build boat lifts, we build Polylifts.
Polylift Boat Lifts is proud to present live high school football exclusively on Lake TV. At Polylift Boat Lifts, we don't just build a boat lift, we build a polylift.
It's time for a new home, and your solution is Ozark Homes under the water tower in Lori. Your home is and should be your safe place. At Ozark Homes, we take your dream and make it a reality while staying within your budget. With real estate and construction prices at an all-time high, let Ozark Homes stretch your dollar. We have many customizable options, including kitchens, bathrooms, fireplaces. We even offer a second-level option. Quotes are always free, so give us a call or stop by today. Ozark Homes, making homeowners' dreams a reality for over 30 years.
And we're back here on Lake TV. It's live high school football powered by Polylift Boat Lifts. And with 3:54 left here in the first half, I'm William Holtz, joined by the Hall of Famer Mike Bissell. And Mike, a game of back and forth so far. Osage scored first. Moberly tied the ball game, and now Osage regains that 7-point lead. And it's the sophomore Maverick Trusty with 2 touchdown passes to Dane DePay so far.
Yeah, that was impressive. Both catches after the fumble to get the first score for Osage. But that was just such a tough angle throw. I thought it was really defended very well, but well, just the throw was in the one place that it could possibly be, and that gets Osage back in the lead by 7.
So Colonius now, they kick off a high end over end kick, fielded at about the 7.
He's down. That knee's down. How could they not stop that play?
Still on his feet now, up closer to the 30. Well, I don't think he had picked it back up. I think he fell and his knee was down, and then as he was getting back up, I think he then grabbed it.
The official was right there, and I'm a long way away, and I'm a lot older than he is probably. Can you see it on the replay?
I hope. They'll start at the 28 regardless on the play. First down and 10, and Moberly now sees themselves down by a score for the second time tonight. Yeah, it's always different because high school and college, the knee down, you're dead. But in the NFL, if you're not touched and your knee's down, you roll, you play, let's go. So first down and 10 now. Rolling is Engel under pressure, throws and puts a strike to his target Lamb up to the 40-yard line. That's a 12-yard pitch and catch, and another first down for the Spartans.
Well, both quarterbacks seem to throw well on the run. That's usually a very difficult thing to do. But Lamb just a drag across the formation there and rolling to the wide side of the field. Engel threw it just on time, just on the sideline.
So 3:39 now left in the first half. At the 40-yard line are the Spartans. Under center is Engel.
Oh, big hole.
Inside carry, and yeah, it was a big hole. Closed pretty quickly.
Jaden Wilkes.
We'll give him 5 or 6 yards, and really that's one thing I'm impressed with Osage is because there have been some big holes at the point of attack, but they've closed pretty quickly.
Through one quarter, Eldon trailing Owensville 14-7. Eldon got off to a good start last week. The big win over Fulton. Those two teams have had some of the craziest games you'll ever see.
Yeah, and not just in the regular season. They've played in the districts a couple of years. Under center, or under pressure rather, Engel. He is scrambling, and that is completed. Wow. A really good job to hold on to that by the Spartan receiver out on the flat. But Engel did a nice job. He had all day and kept extending the play, Mike, before he finally found his target. That's a first down now as they're inside Osage territory across midfield.
Land's having a big game. I tell you what, a split second sooner for the Osage defender, that's a pick 6. He read it well, just got there a split second late.
Under pressure now. There's a hold.
Oh, that's holding. That's got to be holding.
We saw the flag now taking a shot, looking for Lamb, and just overshoots him. Childs on the coverage, and Lamb didn't see it all the way, but we are going to have an R veterinary penalty flag, and I believe it has to be offensive hold.
Oh, there's no doubt. That's a pretty impressive throw by Engel, running for his life to his right, almost to the sideline, puts it 40 yards downfield, right over the shoulder, and it was just a little bit off the mark. That's an impressive throw, even though it wouldn't have counted. I wonder if that's a spot foul, too. That could be a big penalty. No, let's go 10 yards from the line of scrimmage.
One thing I've learned is I have a hard time keeping up with the official rules on a lot of these penalty flags. They never seem to be consistent. First down and 20. Ball is back inside Moberly territory. A little bubble screen here set up nicely, and Childs, first man there again for Osage before finally taken down, and that is Kyle Fanning, the junior.
I think they're going to call a timeout here, maybe. Catch. I think that was ball.
That was Fanning on the catch. So we'll give him 8 yards and take a commercial break with 2:20 left in the first half.
Hey everybody, Daryl Cunningham with Slumberland Furniture at the Lake. It's our Labor Day sale, and we got some special things going on here at the store. You buy the sectional, you get the matching recliner for free, and save up to $800 off of our super luxurious Stearns & Foster mattress sets. And there's up to $700 off of Tempur-Pedics, the most highly recommended mattresses in the industry. And let's not forget the dining room, 5-piece set for $399. Come see us at our Labor Day sale at Slumberland Furniture, where we're bringing happy home.
Bail more, lift more, load more, pull more, do more with Kubota. Crown Power and Equipment, your local Kubota dealer. Dig a real machine, the brand new Kubota SVL 97 compact track loader. Visit us to learn more at crown-power.com.
So we're back with 2:20 left in the first half, and now it's Camdenton. They were up 14-0. I just heard that Kickapoo scores, and it's 14-7 in that one.
I got the same information, and Versailles now down by 14 at Warsaw, 21-7.
Here's second down and 12. Good throw out to the flat. Wow. Childs, the first player there, but an impressive gainer of about 9 or 10 yards. And
Fanning another catch there, consecutive catches, and he makes gives Moberly a good chance here to convert after being first and 20.
Man, I'll tell you what, that was a long throw, but right on the money.
Had time to throw and had a nice touch on it as well.
Like this Engel kid so far. Third down and 3. First down carry, nothing doing. And
Alexander.
Colonius in the backfield, first guy there, and Alexander has nothing. So fourth down and 4 after a loss of 1.
Excuse me, he actually may have lost a little bit of yardage there. Brought a fresh back in. Timeout from Moberly on a 4th and a long 3. And you going to hold it here? No, go.
We'll take a commercial break and be right back on Lake TV.
At COMC, your health is our mission. Central Ozarks Medical Center offers 3 OBGYNs at the Osage Beach Clinic and 2 pediatricians with same-day appointments available. At COMC, our doors are open to everyone with 5 primary care locations conveniently located across the Ozarks. COMC for the best medical, dental, and behavioral health care. Get more info on how COMC can help you at centralozarks.org. COMC, where your health is our mission.
As we welcome you back, you get a look at the Ozark Homes fan cam, and we're right on the other side of a huge 4th down and 4.
Would I be overstating the obvious to say this is a big play right here, man?
So on this big play, 4th and 4, Kayvon Tiger gets the carry, and that's first down yardage up to the 34-yard line, and that shows the confidence they have in the sophomore that on 4th and 4, they give it to him right up the gut. And we do have an Indian shaken up, so we will take a commercial break. When we come back, there's 1:32 left in the first half. The Osage Indians out in front 14-7, but Moberly knocking on the door.
Exclusive lake luxury is hard to come by nowadays, but that's exactly what's available at the Villages at Shawnee Bend.
Whatever your lake dream, the Villages can make it a reality. Stake the claim to your lake paradise in the lake's premier luxury home development, the Villages at Shawnee Bend.
Sometimes we take things for granted, but it truly is the little things in life that make a big difference and give us our best memories. At Millard Family Chapels, we honor and celebrate those cherished memories, no matter how small, because we know it's those special moments.
As we welcome you back here, and oh, what a play. Eingel's knee was down, and that's going to be a quarterback sack. He could not elude the first Indian there, and it's the senior linebacker I told you about. Keep an eye on him. John Kimmery, his second sack of the season, and that is a big one. Mike, an 11-yard loss brings up 2nd down and 21, and we'll stay right here.
I think he may have introduced himself to me as well. He goes, I make all the tackles. When I was down talking to Coach Jolly earlier. That was, and he hung in there. The quarterback did everything he could to avoid the sack. And boy, does this change the tenor. Moberly's used their final timeout. There's only 1:17 left in the half. So the running plays, you could 3 maybe if you keep it in bounds or don't get a first down. We'll see how it works out for him. But Osage now, I mean, you have to think pass here a little bit. You always have to be scared of what Tiger can do off of a draw or maybe a little screen pass here. But the Indians have been doing a great job of getting pressure on Engel, and I'm more and more impressed with him as this game goes on. You've got to try to keep him in the pocket.
So 2nd down and forever after the 11-yard loss on the sack. Minute 17 left, as you said to, or as you alluded to. And we'll see, Mike, what they do, and they're going to pass here.
Got to watch land on the slant.
Taking a shot, and look there, it is Tiger. Inside the 10 to the house, touchdown from 45 yards out on 2nd and 21. They got caught napping, and on the swing pass, Kayvon Tiger goes 45 yards. That's the biggest play of the night so far, and the sophomore, he's got that speed, and how do you lose track of him?
Well, what happened was they had Land singled out, and he's had a very good night receiving the ball. We'll have the extra point attempt here coming up for Moberly to tie.
So Engel, he'll hold. The extra point is up, and it is wide right, no good, as Micah Land could not convert. So 14-13, 1-point lead for Osage. We'll take a commercial break and be right back after this.
Hi, I'm Greg Surdike from Surdike Yamaha in Osage Beach. For over 50 years, Surdike Yamaha has produced an after-the-sales service, during the sales service. You ride on our reputation, and we need a lot of good employees to come help make that dream happen. So what we're looking for sales, we're looking for parts, we're looking for service. We're in Osage Beach. You can contact us at SurdikeYamaha.com, get on our website, and do an application. Again, we're at Surdike Yamaha. We've been doing it for 50 years, and we're going to keep on going. We want some good employees like you to come be part of the team.
And we're back. It's a real good first half of football here at Osage as Moberly, they score and pull to within 1 after the missed extra point.
Way too deep on this kickoff.
Uh-oh, look out. That's a live football. Fortunate by Landon Childs to field that after it took the hop, hit his leg, and he grabs it. Otherwise, Moberly may have the football.
That was a cross-field kick that was side spinning, and for have that thing come, it could have went anywhere and be a live ball. But what a great play to field that and save the possession for Osage. A minute 5, as you pointed out, Indians have all 3 timeouts here. They have options.
Man, that's a great kick, too, if you could get it to do that every single time.
I'm not sure he did that on purpose, though, is the thing.
Polonius from the fullback position splits a couple of defenders and has 3 or 4 yardage, and Osage will burn their first time out with it at their own 42-yard line, so 58 seconds to go, and we'll get a look at what these teams have coming up, Mike. As for Moberly, they're going to be at home against Winfield next week. Then they'll travel down to Kirksville for week 4 before they're back home against Fulton in week 5. As for the Osage Indians, you talked about their schedule earlier. They're going to be home next week against Blair Oaks. Then they'll travel down to play Coach Holton the Eldon Mustangs in week 4, and they'll be right back here for their homecoming game week 5, which we'll have for you on Lake TV against the visiting California Pintos, who got off to a really good start week 1. They blew out that team they played.
Odessa. That's usually a pretty good program up there. Them and Oak Grove right there together. Versailles has scored to get back to within 1 score at Warsaw, 21-14 with 2 minutes until half.
I'll tell you what. That Reese Murdoch for the Versailles Tigers is something special.
And Ty Ollison, who had to step in at quarterback last year, man, he hit the weight room the year before. And he did really well. I mean, was not terribly experienced in that situation.
So on 2nd and 6 now for Osage, just 58 seconds left here in this first half, and they do get the football to start the second half as Aiden Williams, a little stutter step, and he swung forward, shy of first down yardage, and so Osage burns their second timeout. It'll bring up 3rd down and 1 as we're talking about other teams around the area and some special players. One that I know we both think the world of is the senior for the Eldon Mustangs, Hunter Hess.
Oh, yeah. Such a good kid and really good at every sport. And I think I've been told that baseball's his best sport too. And you have a little experience with that, don't you?
Yeah, I played against him in the playoffs for our church league softball, and the rule was not to throw Hunter under the bus. You were supposed to play at least 3 weeks with the team you were going to play, and he didn't show up all season. It gets to playoffs, and I about turned around and left because I was like, wait, Hunter Hess? I want to play against this guy because I idolized him as a high school athlete. I just think he's amazing to watch, a great kid, really good leader to the young guys. That he was once a young guy that was starting as a freshman, and so he knows what that's like, and he's not shy to pass along that leadership to those young guys. So he's so likable. But Mike, the last guy I wanted to see in the playoffs.
Well, unless he was on your team.
Correct. So 3rd down and 1 now for Osage. Got it at the 47-yard line. Under center's Trusty. He's got Aiden Williams trying to get outside. Now works back inside, and he is bamboozled. A couple of Spartans there, and nothing doing on the second effort. So 4th down and 1 yard, and Moberly has no timeouts. And so for Osage here, you let this clock run down. There's about a 3-second differential between the play clock and the game clock. And so maybe just a high punt, make sure it goes out of bounds, and burn the rest of that clock.
Yeah, and as you mentioned, the play clock 18, so maybe a 2-second runoff here. I think you can take the penalty, too, and get every 10th of a second off the clock that you possibly can. Warsaw scored again. They're up 27-14 on Versailles just before halftime. Yeah, we'll see Hunter Hess later on. He'll have a fun senior season in basketball. I'm not sure what the Mustangs are going to have this year, but I'd be curious to see what sport he chooses in college too.
We'll stay right here with you on Lake TV. So Mike, as we look at Lake TV, we wanted to tell you guys a lot going on. Now Sunday we've got the annual Wiener Nationals powered by Ing and Woods in Moberly, Missouri. You Moberly people watching the game tonight from far and wide in that area. We'll be right back with another event right in your backyard at the Moberly Motorsports Park. We'll start with our pre-race show at 4 p.m. We got Scott Bloomquist, the Hall of Famer, along with Scotty Cook and Jack Bumper Craig. Should be a great show for you if you like that kind of thing, Mike, that dirt racing. They've also got flyover, skydivers, hot dog eating contest, and burnout competitions. So it'll be a pretty cool event.
I'm kind of looking forward to Thursday night too.
Yeah, you should be, being a Chiefs fan. The Lions travel to Arrowhead as we look at what Osage will do here.
Yeah, long center snap, and Trusty's just going to run the clock out, so Osage hangs on to their 1-point lead.
So that concludes tonight's first half of play. It's a great game from school. The Osage, the Indians lead by 1. Your score, Osage 14, Moberly 13. We'll take a commercial break and be back in a little bit with your Millard Family Chapel's halftime show.
Lake of the Ozarks is the boating capital in Missouri. Did you know that your prop is the most important part of your boat? With over 30 years of propeller repair at Lake of the Ozarks, Cool Breeze Marine, the prop specialist, is the choice for you. The most advanced in propeller repair and scanning, Cool Breeze Marine, the prop specialist, can help you boat smarter, go further, and last longer on beautiful Lake of the Ozarks. Got props? We do at Cool Breeze Marine, the prop specialists.
Live high school football on Lake TV is presented by Poly Lift Boat Lifts and brought to you by Central Ozarks Medical Center, Millard Family Chapels, Slumberland at the Lake, Crown Power and Equipment, the Missouri Coalition for Roadway Safety, Buckle Up, Phone Down, Sir Dyke Yamaha, Cool Breeze Marine, our veterinary, Lake Ozark Real Estate, Jonathan Hartenstein, Broker Associate, Ozark Homes, and the Missouri State High School Activities Association.
It's time for a new home, and your solution is Ozark Homes under the water tower in Lori. Your home is and should be your safe place. At Ozark Homes, we take your dream and make it a reality while staying within your budget. With real estate and construction prices at an all-time high, let Ozark Homes stretch your dollar. We have many customizable options, including kitchens, bathrooms, fireplaces. We even offer a second-level option. Quotes are always free, so give us a call or stop by today. Ozark Homes, making homeowners' dreams a reality for over 30 years.
They say a picture is worth 1,000 words. The pure joy of a kid getting ready to go on the lake. Get lake ready and leave the heavy lifting to the compact frame of Kubota's powerful utility vehicle. Accelerate with Kubota's Sidekick to blur the line between work and fun. Available in orange, black, and camo. Visit your local Kubota Crown Power and Equipment dealership today. Passion, power, performance. crown-power.com.
It's time for the Millard Family Chapel's halftime show. At Millard Family Chapel's, every day is a gift, and so is every life. Now back to William Holtz and Mike Bissell.
So we're back for our Millard Family Chapel's halftime show from School of the Osage. I'm William Holtz, joined by Mike Bissell. And Mike, your score at the half, Osage out in front 14-13, and it was really an entertaining first half of football.
It was, and Osage taking advantage of Moberly mistakes, not only penalties but a couple of turnovers. I'll recap the scoring here quickly. Osage got ahead 7-0. They scored with 8:54 left in the first quarter. A nice 14-yard catch, trusty to DePay. That was after the fumble by Moberly. Moberly comes back in the second quarter to tie it up at the 9:26 mark of that second quarter on a 7-yard run. Osage goes back up 14-7, 3:54 left in the first half of play, and that was trusty to DePay down on the goal line. I think it was a 9-yard pass and catch. Beautiful, beautiful play. And then the nice comeback by Moberly to get back to within one. They missed the extra point with 1:08 left in the first half. That was Engel to Tiger, 45 yards on what started out to be a 1st and 20 situation. So that kind of stings a little bit for Osage. Individual stats, Engel, a couple of quarterback sacks, 5 carries total, minus 10 yards. St. Clair, 3 for 20. Tiger's not gone off. He's had the rushing touchdown and the reception for a touchdown as well. 11 carries, 68 yards, and Alexander 1 for -1. Boffman had 1 catch, 17 yards. Land had a good first half, 5 for 41. Fanning late there on that last drive, 2 for 17. And, of course, Tiger, the 45-yard catch for the touchdown. 77 yards rushing for Moberly on 20 carries, 2 fumbles, and the passing numbers 110 yards on 8 of 10 passing for Engel. 187 net from scrimmage, 2 fumbles, 5 penalties for 40 yards. For School of the Osage, Trusty a couple of sacks, 2 for -18. Williams 11 carries, 46 yards, so he's been held to about just a little over a 4-yard average. And Colonius 5 carries for 7 net yards. So rushing for Osage, 35 yards on 18 attempts. But they played clean football. 2 catches by DePay. Both were touchdowns for 21 yards. 35 yards rushing, 21 through the air. 56 net from scrimmage for Osage. And again, the difference is the 2 fumbles from Moberly, 1 penalty for Osage for 5 yards, 5 for 40 for the Spartans.
Yeah, those are big numbers because when you're reading Osage's offensive stats, you're like, man, only got a 35 net rushing yards.
Yeah.
You've only thrown for 21 yards. You're probably getting your butt handed to you,
Yeah.
and that is not the case. They lead by a point and they get the football first. So the Indians have been very opportunistic when they have gotten those takeaways or there have been those big penalties by Moberly. And the big play for me that I think will come back as this game is decided is on 4th and 4, that big play where Moberly was able to tie this football game because Osage had them on their heels. They were reeling a little bit, and Moberly, every time that Osage looked like they might flex their muscles, they hang in there and they show, hey, we're big, we're strong, and we are not going anywhere.
Yeah, they had Land, who had 5 catches in the first half. They had him out on an island on the left side of the formation. He ran an out and then a post, and the safety bit, and then they kept Tiger in the block. He kind of came out in behind that play. They caught him in stride. He's out there in space like that. Bye-bye. 45
I know
yards.
Guys like Shannon Jolly and maybe even you like that hard-nosed running football, but I love when a high school level team will air it out. And so I've loved both of these quarterbacks because they've been on the move. They've been forced to throw long, it doesn't make sense, but long short throws, meaning, hey, not many yards downfield, but sometimes across the entire other side of the field on the move. And we've seen some very accurate, strong throws from both quarterbacks.
Yeah, if Moberly cleans up the problems they had early on with the center snaps, if they can decrease the number of penalties, you have to give them a little bit of edge in the second half. So I think it's incredibly important for Osage to come out and really establish themselves in the second half and get that lead back up to 8. And maybe even, gamble, go for a 2-point conversion. You could get it up to a 2-score situation. But I think it's essential for Osage to really establish themselves to start the second half.
Yeah, so this first series, you're saying out of the first half into the second half is big for Osage. They get the football first, and so they're going to want to put a drive together. They're not going to want to put it right back into the hands of Moberly, because I kind of feel like for Moberly, Ingles getting more comfortable every time they get the football back.
He's impressive. He's made some incredible throws, even on the one big holding penalty, running to the sideline full speed, throws across his body and put it right over the shoulder of the receiver 40 yards downfield. That's an impressive throw. It wouldn't have counted because of the holding, but still, and that's got to be in the back of your mind. This kid can get it down the field.
No doubt. And so Moberly, they're not going anywhere. But as for the hometown, the Indians, they got to feel great about being in front after the first half. Your score 14-13. We'll conclude tonight's Millard Family Chapel's halftime show. Take a short commercial break. We'll welcome you back with the second half right here on Lake TV.
Sometimes we take things for granted, but it truly is the little things in life that make a big difference and give us our best memories. At Millard Family Chapels, we honor and celebrate those cherished memories, no matter how small, because we know it's those special moments that mean the most to the families we serve.
At Millard Family Chapels, we believe that every day is a gift, and so is every life.
Take time to enjoy it.
Live high school football on Lake TV is presented by Poly Lift Boat Lifts and brought to you by Central Ozarks Medical Center, Millard Family Chapels, Slumberland at the Lake, Crown Power and Equipment, the Missouri Coalition for Roadway Safety, Buckle Up, Phone Down, Sir Dyke Yamaha, Cool Breeze Marine, our veterinary, Lake Ozark Real Estate, Jonathan Hartenstein, Broker Associate, Ozark Homes, and the Missouri State High School Activities Association. At COMC, your health is our mission. Central Ozarks Medical Center offers 3 OBGYNs at the Osage Beach Clinic and 2 pediatricians with same-day appointments available. At COMC, our doors are open to everyone with 5 primary care locations conveniently located across the Ozarks. COMC for the best medical, dental, and behavioral health care. Get more info on how COMC can help you at centralozarks.org. COMC, where your health is our mission. Polylift Boat Lifts is proud to present live high school football exclusively on Lake TV. At Polylift Boat Lifts, we don't just build a boat lift, we build a polylift.
Polylift Boat Lifts, preferred by boaters everywhere. Award-winning construction and unmatched service makes Polylift the go-to boat lift for Lake of the Ozarks. Generations of this boat lift family building the best boat lifts possible. And the next generation is poised and ready to take Polylift into the future. The most trusted solution for protecting your watercraft is Polylift. You know what they say.
We don't just build boat lifts, we build Polylifts.
And welcome you back to Lake TV's coverage of live high school football presented by Polylift Boat Lifts. I'm William Holtz, joined by the Hall of Famer Mike Bissell as we're set for the second half of high school football. And Mike, man, what a first half it was. And Osage now set to get the football first. And as much as I love how beautiful the setting here is, the sun sets, nothing quite like the sight of Friday Night Lights.
Yeah, it's a tradition. Great crowd here tonight. They're loving this weather especially after last Friday night. This is a big opening series for Osage.
Yeah, they're going to have to get something going. The kickoff is fielded at about the 12-yard line now. DePay across the 20, slips the first tackler across the 30, all the way up to the 35-yard line. And so DePay, an active first half, 2 touchdown catches, and a nice return to start the second.
And a good job by a couple of kids there for Osage. When you start angling across the field like that, it is so easy to block somebody in the back. They avoided doing that, which would have pinned them back inside the 15-yard line. But a good return by DePay was 2 touchdown receptions tonight, and we're ready to roll from scrimmage.
Yeah, I was impressed. As we alluded to in the halftime show, Mike, the sophomore Maverick Trusty doing a nice job of commanding the offense. First down, Aiden Williams. And Moberly, they've been on that all night. You talked about the stats, and Williams, a lot of carries, 11 carries in the first half, but not a lot of yardage, just about 4 yards a carry. And Moberly, they've been on him, and when the Indians have tried to give it to Colonius or try to air it out, they've been on that too. And so for Osage, the only times they've scored is when they've had those short fields, Mike. They're going to have to get something going offensively because Moberly is getting better as this game goes on defensively.
They dominated statistically, except in the mistake category.
Here's Colonius now, trying to get outside and just can't. Now, he does move forward for a couple yards after he falls forward, but going to bring up a 3rd down and 5, and a big 3rd down and 5. We talked about the importance of this drive. Really important to get your crowd into it, start this second half. Moberly feels like they're the better team, Mike. They're just waiting to flex their muscles. Osage they have something else in mind, and they want to get going on this drive. We've seen the passing game. We've really yet to see Aiden Williams get going at the level we might have expected.
Now they spread the field here. Where's DePay? And somebody jumped into the neutral zone. No, he didn't cross the line, pass underneath.
Good throw and nice catch, and nice job after the catch.
Landon Hall.
He had a fumble recovery earlier, and on 3rd and 5, an 8-yard completion to him is good for first down yardage and a big 8-yard gain there.
Had some turnarounds in the games. Camdenton, after leading 14-0, is down 28-14 now. Eldon's down 28-19 at halftime against Owensville, and Versailles got a late score. They're back within 1 score of Warsaw.
Yeah, if that Owensville-Eldon game, unless it was a 70-point game with 3 minutes to go, I'd think it was still a ball game.
You should see my stat sheet that night. What a mess.
First down and 10 now. Williams.
Yeah, he had to give up ground immediately.
Yeah, great job of pursuit. We've seen that all night from Moberly, and they're continuing to contain not just the edge, but the outside, Mike. 2 guys there, and like you said, as soon as he got the snap, he was already moving backwards.
Yeah, Brooks Head was able to jump and beat the offensive tackle on that side and make Williams start sliding sideways initially. So I think Osage, somewhere along the line here, Williams is going to have to play action and throw the ball on first down. I think it'll be there for him. They can't keep getting in this 2nd and 3rd and long.
It's been consistent tonight on 2nd and 9 now. Pitch outside to Aiden Williams. Colonius, the lead block, does a nice job. Williams puts his head down, and nice gain for him. 5 yards, going to bring up 3rd down and 3.
So Williams now 9 yards here in the second half, 55 on the game on 14 carries. What do you do here, William? I mean, running's been tough sledding here. You would have Williams running to the right if you went on that toss sweep and have a chance maybe for a cutback lane.
3rd down and 3.
And
tried the misdirection play, and Williams.
Yeah, they tried to run up the line of scrimmage and do the quick snap. Moberly was ready for it this time, and Williams never had a chance. He was hit as he took the handoff. Ends up doing a good job just to lose 1 yard. And that's a tough situation here for Osage. I don't think you can risk going for it. Now, if he'd have picked up a yard or two, that would have been different on 4th down, but 4th and 4, I don't know, man.
So 4th down and 4, and you asked what I would do there. I would have liked to see them get Williams going in motion, get to one side, and then come back across the formation and do a little read option. As he's in motion, pull it, and then have your quarterback tuck it and run.
Kyler Fanning is back, not real deep, but he's back. Ooh, low center snap.
Nice job. That's the senior, and a really nice Indian hop all the way down to the 5-yard line, and that's number 21, John Kemery, the senior.
41-yard punt, no return.
Yeah, that was impressive. So 7:52 left in the third quarter. The Moberly defense holds the Indians on the opening series of this second half, and now we'll get another look at Moberly. We talked about it. It seemed like they continued to get stronger, especially their quarterback, the junior Jackson Engel. He just continued to look bigger and bigger as that first half progressed.
Yeah, that was a 4-minute and 8-second drive for Osage, but couldn't keep it going. It stalls out, but a great punt. And now it's up to the defense to get a stop.
Engel rolls across his body into the flat, out of the arms of Land.
Yeah, again, we see this so much at the high school level. You're asking a kid in the end zone, by the way, to roll to his left, a right-handed quarterback. He's got to flip his hips and his shoulder and try to make a 15-yard out. Man, that's a tough, tough ask.
Because it only looks like, as we see here, 10 to 15 yards down the field, but that's a 25-yard throw without planning.
On the run.
Yeah, I mean, and so that is much tougher than it looks, and 2nd and 10 now for Moberly. Tiger gets the carry. Good yardage. He had a big hole and a little burst of speed. He's got 9 yards. Going to bring up 3rd down and 1. You just get the sense that he's going to break one.
Yeah, it's just such a weapon. Dooley in on the tackle there. 3rd and 1. Boy, you had him 2nd and 10 on the 5, and then, boy, Tiger just makes a great run there. Good job by the left tackle for the Spartans. That was Zach Cox to get that block. 3rd and short. Oh, what a play. What a play there by number 41,
Jason
Colonius. Oh, man, he blew the play up. How do you risk not punting here, William?
I don't know if you can inside your own 15-yard line in a 1-point game.
Boy, he got in there and just blew that play up. Williams got his legs cut Tiger got his legs cut immediately and never had a chance.
You'd think the crowd would be going crazy on that. 3rd down and short, huge hit, dropped him at the line, and nothing doing. So 4th down and 1 now. Like you said, Moberly, you'd have to think you're going to punt, but look for a fake potentially. No, sir. So there's a good punt.
DePay at midfield.
Nice little stutter step, and he gets waylaid at the 46-yard line, but a nice job by the Osage defense. They hold, and they give it back to their offense inside Spartan territory.
So Osage, we got a timeout on the field. I think we're going to take that mid-quarter break, make sure the kids get the proper amount of fluids in them.
So we'll take a commercial break, and we'll be right back on Lake TV after this.
A message for everyone using the roads. That's you drivers and riders, evening runners and those running errands, lake dippers and road trippers, fun havers and adventure seekers. Help make the roads safer by doing 4 simple steps. Buckle up, phone down, slow down, and drive sober. That's it. 4 simple steps that have been proven to prevent traffic deaths. That means more rides, runs, laughter, life. After all, simple actions save lives.
Exclusive lake luxury is hard to come by nowadays, but that's exactly what's available at the Villages at Shawnee Bend.
Whatever your lake dream, the Villages can make it a reality. Stake the claim to your lake paradise in the lake's premier luxury home development, the Villages at Shawnee Bend.
Osage now back on offense as we welcome you back. And 1st and 10, 6:20 to go here in the 3rd. 1st down to Williams, and the Indians not giving up on that 1st down carry right up the middle.
You got the 1-point lead, you got the field position, but you're going to have to throw it on 1st down here somewhere. I mean, you're not gaining it. I know Coach Jolly, he wants to play field position. He doesn't want to get behind the chains. But when you're 2nd and 9, 3rd and 7 all the time, 2nd and 10 is not that bad either, and it gives you a chance to do something. They're really up on the line of scrimmage.
Little play action here.
He's got the out.
Looking for DePay, and he is sacked. Big time quarterback sack. First guy there with the sack, number 33, Weston Hurt. And I'll tell you what, the senior was the first guy there, and he was not going to let go of the sophomore. And Trusty had some time, and as a sophomore, you really want to try to get rid of the football. But the problem is, if you don't have a receiver in that vicinity, you can't just get rid of it. It's going to be intentional grounding, but that's a big loss.
Yeah, like I said, what are you doing trying to throw the ball there? I mean, that's great. No. Yeah, I mean, there's only two things you do, run or pass. And I think he had to pay at about the 30-yard line on the deep out, but when you got a guy who's got his arms wrapped around you there, there's just not much you can do. 3rd and long.
3rd and 16, and now we have a whistle. It's going to be an our veterinary penalty flag.
Delay game.
Yeah, and they waited too long, so add insult to injury after the quarterback sack, Mike, back him up 5 more yards, and it's 3rd and 21.
Well, yeah, you're going to punt anyway, so the 5 yards really doesn't matter. But, well, it's a shame to get the great stop, get the great punt, then the great stop on defense, and the field position right at midfield, a little bit inside. Can't do anything with it.
It's a 3rd down and 21. Watch DePay here, top of your screen. He's the favorite target of Maverick Trusty. And on 3rd and long, you'd think they might try to go to him, or are they going to stay conservative?
I can't believe they don't have anybody over the top there.
Look at Aiden Williams this time on the delayed draw. He busts free and has a big gainer up to about the 42, all the way up to, and they're going to say forward progress stopped at the 42-yard line. So, I mean, that's a 14-yard gain, Mike.
Yeah, and it now gives you a 4th and 5. You wish you had that 5 yards back that you just lost on the delay game. 4th and 5. Now what do? You going to punt here again? Doesn't look like it.
No, I mean, that was a great play because you get 16 yards on 3rd and forever, and now instead of an obvious punt situation, I mean, now you could go for it.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised when they split, or maybe the parent of the kid, but again, running up right there, and he took a lot of punishment he really didn't need to take.
So 2nd and 5, and really we've talked about it. It's not so much about Osage, because defensively we've loved what we've seen from them, but offensively we haven't seen a whole lot up to this point in time, as Tiger once again a solid gain, this one on 2nd and 5, just shy of that 1st down marker.
Yeah, they're starting to get some rhythm in that running game now. That should put him right at 100 yards for the night. This quarter zipping right by. Osage had a couple of big chances. They got that great stop defensively after pinning Moberly back deep in their own territory. They had great field position, just haven't been able to take advantage. Well, you could go play action here on 3rd and very short. And they will.
Handoff,
oh, I didn't see that handoff.
And that's St. Clair. He's got a good carry all the way down to the 22-yard line. And when he gets it, man, that is so deliberate. Really slow developing, and when he gets it, I mean, there he goes.
Yeah, the quarterback kind of act like he was putting the ball in his hip off of play action. Did a great job with the ball handling there, and Osage needs a play on defense.
New set of downs after the 1st down. Ball's at the 22-yard line. Quick hitter into the flat, little swing pass. Nice cut back, and ball is, that really should be a fumble. The ball was coming out as he got hit, and he rolled down, and the whistle had already been blown. So a break for Moberly, or that had been their 3rd turnover of the game, Mike, as Nick Kessler caught it and had a modest gain of 3.
What number does he have? I don't have him.
6.
Okay. Oh, I see it now.
Yeah, as close as we got to look on the Crown Power instant replay. So 2nd and 7 now. Engel, they give the Tiger a nice hit.
41 again. That's Colonius, man. Oh man, he and the Tiger have become intimate friends here in this series of running plays for Moberly.
And that concludes our 3rd quarter just like that. The 3rd quarter flies by. Your score remains Osage 14, Moberly 13. This quarter break brought to you by our friends at Our Veterinary.
Our Veterinary is the proud official veterinary of Lake TV. For every 5 penalty flags during tonight's game, Our Veterinary will donate a free spay or neuter to Ozarks Cat and Canine. Another reminder that the best way to prevent more stray dogs and cats in your lake neighborhood is to get your pet spayed or neutered.
Your furry friends are more than pets, they're family, and at our veterinary, we understand that. With multiple locations, we can service your pets when and where you need it. Our team of professionals offer routine wellness, orthopedic care from broken bones to joint repair, and even emergency services. We are ready to welcome your pet to our family with medical or preventative care. Our veterinary, with 6 convenient locations, the team providing exceptional care for your pet when and where you need it.
As we welcome you back, it's a big 3rd down and 6 for the Spartans here from the 17-yard line. Here's the give to Tiger, and he runs into a wall.
Well, Colonius was one, but he had help this time. And I'm waiting for the kid to square up. Is it 28 or 23? 23. That's Noah Stevens. Man, oh man, what a hit they put on Tiger. They put a 3-iron on Tiger there, man. They really pushed him back.
And a big 4th and 4 now. We'd expect the Osage faithful to get loud here. 4th down and 4, balls at the 16-yard line, Mike, as we start the 4th quarter of play.
This could be the ball game here. St. Clair, good block in the backfield.
Oh, and he has Tiger, who is so sure-handed. A really nice pattern and up and in towards the sideline, and he finds him and down to the 5-yard line. Another 1st down for the Spartans.
Yeah, he just sets down in the zone, and then once Engel had to roll out, he just followed him across the field until he got himself open. But a great block by St. Clair to give Engel time here.
Yeah, and what a throw by Engel. I mean, he put it right in the breadbasket. So 1st down and goal from the 5 as the Spartans inside the Lake Ozark real estate red zone. Tiger gets the carry, lowers his head, and he is going to be dragged backwards by the defender, the senior linebacker, John Kimmery. We've called his name a lot tonight, Mike, and that's going to bring up 2nd down and goal from inside the 3.
This is such a big game for Osage on so many different levels. Obviously a winnable game still. But you got Blair Oaks next week, and then you go to Eldon the week after that. So, man, getting this win here, Blair Oaks, #1 team in Class 3. They win the Class 2 state championship, go to Class 3. They're still the #1 team in the state.
Little play action into the flat, looking for St. Clair. He might keep it himself, and he does. Into the end zone, touchdown. For the quarterback, the junior, Mike, was all over the place on that drive, and he caps it. Jackson Engel with the 3-yard touchdown run, and Moberly their first lead of the night.
It is indeed, and we'll see if they may want to go for 2 here. They have had trouble with the snap, but actually that was all early in the game. What do we got here?
Looks like they're going to go for 2 potentially.
Yeah, I can see
which
that.
is the right move, too. Make it a 7-point game. Engel under center. Has a man in motion, instead gives it up to center to St. Clair, and he is in. The 2-point conversion attempt successful. And Moberly, they're up 7 with 10:07 left in the game. You're watching exclusive coverage of Lake Area High School football on Lake TV.
They say a picture is worth 1,000 words. The pure joy of a kid getting ready to go on the lake. Get lake ready and leave the heavy lifting to the compact frame of Kubota's powerful utility vehicle. Accelerate with Kubota's Sidekick to blur the line between work and fun. Available in orange, black, and camo. Visit your local Kubota Crown Power and Equipment dealership today. Passion, power, performance. crown-power.com.
Hi, I'm Greg Surdike from Surdike Yamaha in Osage Beach. For over 50 years, Surdike Yamaha has produced an after-the-sales service, during the sales service. You ride on our reputation, and we need a lot of good employees to come help make that dream happen. So what we're looking for sales, we're looking for parts, we're looking for service. We're in Osage Beach. You can contact us at SurdikeYamaha.com, get on our website, do an application. Again, we're at Surdike Yamaha. We've been doing it for 50 years, and we're going to keep on going. We want some good employees like you to come be part of the team.
And we're back on Lake TV for Osage Indians football, and the Indians for the first time tonight find themselves down against the Spartans. Still lots of time here in the 4th quarter, 10:07 remaining. And here's the kickoff. Short kick, end over end, fielded at the 23-yard line. up to about the 33-yard line on the return for Osage. Number 23, Noah Stevens, the junior. He's been strong tonight defensively. He was wise to bring that in and get a couple of yards. So, Mike, we've talked about it. For Osage, first down crucial, especially on this drive. I wouldn't be surprised to see him come try something besides an inside handoff or a handoff up the middle.
Yeah, 10:03, man. This clock has just been flying here this evening, especially in the second half with no turnovers, only the one score and just a couple of penalties, I believe, total. So, I mean, it can get away from you in a hurry. They do go with the spread here in a single setback.
Trusty rolls to his right. Going to throw, and he just throws it away. DePay was the closest target there at about the 47-yard line, but nothing doing, so 2nd and 10. And, Mike, I know that doesn't seem exciting, but it's the same thing as a 1-yard run or a run right up the middle for no gain. And so you got to get Trusty more comfortable. You're down now a score, 10 minutes to go, and the way Moberly's offense executes, once they get the football, you know they're eating 4 to 6 minutes minimum off that clock.
I'm not sure what Trusty saw there. Rolling right, he had Kimmery underneath. They go trips right this time.
Rolls to his right again. Has his man, and really a pretty good throw. Stevens, the intended target, and I think he's hurt, Mike.
Yeah. You know, that's something that occurred to me watching the game last week, as hot as it was. Usually early in the season, we would have continuous stoppage of plays with kids with hamstrings. But they take such good care of them now, make sure that they're hydrated properly. We haven't seen that at all this year.
So that's what it looks like for Stevens, as a cramp. But really, even though he was covered, that was a great throw by Trusty. It hit him right in the midst. I think he had pulled up before the ball had got there. So 3rd down and 10 now.
Want to draw here, maybe? Nope.
Guy coming off the edge. Trusty going to throw across his body. Looking downfield, and really DePay made his adjustment a little early. Never gave himself a fair shot, and that falls incomplete. Now 4th and 10, and the Indians, they eat just 23 seconds off the clock, which is probably good for them considering they're going to punt. So 3 plays, no yards, and bring up 4th down and 10.
Well, Trusty had backside pressure from the snap. I mean, the guy came clean off the corner. I don't know if it was a corner blitz or no one picked up the linebacker, but he never, ever had a chance to set his feet. Threw into double coverage, but the ball was right where he was wanting to place it. It's 4th down and 10. You would assume that Osage will punt here.
Yeah, especially considering at the 32-yard line, and now it's the Indians' defense that has to come up in a really good punt on the play. Wow, Mike, that is all the way down to the 12-yard line, and the senior does it once again, John Kemery. That could be a huge punt.
I got 55 on that punt there. That's pretty impressive. Really a little bit of a breeze out of the east now, but still, he hit it well.
Yeah, 55 yards. And, of course, you always got to think, too, that's from the line of scrimmage. That's not from where he catches it and kicks it. So he just kicked that ball every bit of 65 yards down the field, no problem by the time it stopped.
Yeah, the safety, the man back to return, got some bad information from the sideline. That thing went 30 yards over his head.
Did you see his body language as he watched it go over?
Yeah, it was like I was playing left field one time and Christian Cantwell hit a ball over me. I never even flinched, man. That ball was gone.
It's an Olympic silver medalist. 1st down carry, big-time gainer, and the Spartans keep off right where they left off on that last series. Tiger once again up to the 20. We'll give him 8 yards and a 2nd and short now.
Yeah, they're getting the ground game going a little bit now. And they're working hard inside. We saw Caden Long there helping out on that tackle. But the number of plays from scrimmage heavily favors Moberly in this game.
2nd down and short, Tiger now.
Wow. And he's not getting anything cheap, that's for sure. Good tackle there by Landon Childs and others. And he's working for everything he gets.
Yeah, he took a shoulder pad or a helmet right in his thigh. Running full speed, Mike. That's what you're alluding to, because, man, he took a shot it kind of bounced backwards, but it didn't slow him down. He is tough, isn't he?
Yeah, he came to an abrupt halt, that's for sure. Now they're doing, that is Moberly, they're making sure they're taking the play clock down as far as they possibly can here.
Yeah, which is, of course, incredibly smart. It's always interesting when you don't see teams utilize the entire length of the play clock, but for Moberly, they're letting it get down to inside 5. Inside give on first down and modest gain. First guy there for Osage from his safety position.
That's 3-yard pickup for St. Clair's. He gets a modest number of carries. He's got 31 on 5 totes here tonight. So it's up 2nd and 7. This is kind of getting to the point to where they're grinding out this running game. You got to hope for another fumble along the line here somewhere and get a short field.
And they're even stacking the box. I mean, the Indians have 4 down linemen and 4 linebackers all within the tackle box.
Oh, that was played extremely well. Ooh, almost a late hit there on the sideline.
Yeah, that was great containment by the Indians, and that's going to force Moberly into a 3rd and 4.
St. Clair, he got more out of that than I thought he did. 3rd and 3 from about the 31. St. Clair was able to get to the sideline, and that does stop the clock.
Yeah, you'll notice. So the Indians have those 4 down linemen. They put a defensive end or linebacker on each side, and then those other linemen fill in the holes. They're stacking the box. Here's the handoff, and this time it is read brilliantly. Once again, guess who's there first, Mike? It's the senior, John Kemery, and that's going to bring up 4th down and 5, and that is a huge stop for the Indians defense.
I thought I saw Dooley in there as well. I saw a 0, but you're right. Kemery's just had an outstanding game, and that play actually lost a yard. And Tiger's wasn't in the lineup there, I don't think. Yeah, maybe he was.
I thought he got the carry.
I thought it was St. Clair maybe, but I was kind of half in and out the window here at this angle.
Nonetheless, Mike, that is a huge stop.
Had to have that stop. If they get another 3 minutes off the clock.
Low kick, chance to return, and no, Dooley lets it go. So it takes a Moberly hop, and then it will settle at the 27-yard line. And so that's a 43-yard punt with 6:46 left in the game, and the Indians have it, Mike. First down and 10 at their own 27. So you weren't really sure they were going to get the ball back, and you weren't really sure if they did, if they were still only going to be down 1 score. That's a huge defensive stop, and now we're going to get to see what the sophomore Maverick Trusty is all about.
I think we're going to take the mid-quarter break here.
Perfect. So we'll take a commercial break and be right back with the rest of this one on Lake TV.
Life jacket, cooler, drink, kayak. Get everything down to the water in record time. Accelerate with Kubota's Sidekick this lake season. Visit your local Kubota Crown Power and Equipment dealership today. crown-power.com.
Hey everybody, Daryl Cunningham with Slumberland Furniture at the Lake. It's our Labor Day sale, and we got some special things going on here at the store. You buy the sectional, you get the matching recliner for free, and save up to $800 off of our super luxurious Stearns & Foster mattress sets. And there's up to $700 off of Tempur-Pedics, the most highly recommended mattresses in the industry. And let's not forget the dining room, 5-piece set for $399. Come see us at our Labor Day sale at Slumberland Furniture, where we're bringing happy home.
And as we welcome you back, it was the Osage defense that flexed their muscles on that last series, and now all eyes on the sophomore Maverick Trusty in the Indian offense. Aiden Williams, who he spotlighted coming into the game, has been not a non-factor, but he hasn't been a huge factor up to this point in time, Mike.
You give me a piece of candy and not expect me to eat it, though?
So this time Williams gets the first down carry. Moberly all over him after a modest gain. We'll give him 1. But now we're going to have to see, are the Indians capable of throwing the football and moving it down the field? Because right now they can ill afford to give this football back to Moberly.
Yeah, I'd like to see them keep Trusty in the pocket, let him try to get some kind of quick slant, so where he's not necessarily on the move. He's up under center now, though.
Colonius with the misdirection, a solid run across the 35 up to the 36-yard line. So 8 yards, and even with 6 minutes left, Osage staying true to the game plan, Mike, and that time to the tune of 8 yards, bringing up 3rd down and 1.
Yeah, you kind of wonder, getting up under center there, that it tells the defense, hey, we're not going to throw it here, but I guess you can run anything you want to out of it. But still, that was a big play for them to get some nice running room there by Colonius to give them a chance here on 3rd down, 3rd and short.
This is big, obviously, but if the Indians can get a 1st down here, they're still in it. And it is Aiden Williams, and he has a bone-bruising run. He took some big hits up around the shoulders and the head and neck area, but he has a 1st down and a fresh set of downs for the Indians. But boy.
Yeah, the 2 running backs here, they're going to sleep well tonight, but I guess especially Tiger on the bus ride back to Moberly. That's a long way down the road. But 1st and 10, Osage, 5:10 left in the game. The 7-point lead from Moberly, their first lead of the game, and Osage trying to answer.
Trusty out of the gun.
Oh, that could have been motion.
Surprised it wasn't. Then the flat has his man. It's the tight end up the seam, actually, across midfield down to the 45-yard line. A 16-yard pitch and catch, and another Indian 1st down, and that's Landon Hall. We saw him with a fumble recovery earlier and a big catch and run here, Mike.
And a second catch in the second half. Really thrown across his body. Landon, that's what I like. Try to keep him in the pocket a little bit and let him be able to see the field and not be on the run. Quick count.
Here's Aiden Williams now. That quick hitter up the middle, and it's an 8-yard gain, Mike, and the Indians now getting a little momentum here and starting to gel offensively, and that's all it took, a completion up the seam. The running game has gotten going on this series, maybe as good as it has all night.
Yeah, the 8-yard pickup there, and this is going to come right down to the wire. I think it's getting away from Camden a little bit. I'll check that score here in the next break.
So on 2nd and short, we approach 4 minutes left in the game. Trusty takes the snap, rolls to his right. He's going to be looking for DePay. Down the field, it's a good throw, just a little too strong, and great coverage on the back end by Moberly. He was going DePay's way all the way. It was a design play, but the defense was not fooled.
Yeah, that's double coverage out there, so he gave up on it. I think he just fired it out in front and lived to fight another day, because it is 3rd and short now. And you're going to go on 4th down if you don't make it on 3rd down anyway. So I think a smart play to throw that one away.
Always love taking a shot on 2nd and short. So 3rd down and 2. Look for Colonius here on the misdirection play. We've seen it quite a few times on 3rd and short tonight. Instead, Williams up the middle. He's got 1st down yardage up to the 34-yard line. A big-time 3-yard run for the junior, Mike, and Osage. Where'd this come from?
Yeah, I mean, they had the field position advantage there in the 3rd quarter and then gave up the only touchdown of the 3rd quarter. So this is a big, big answer for them. Camden down by 14 now in the 4th quarter.
1st down and 10, 3:30 now left in this one. Trusty, the give to Williams. Nice cut by Aiden Williams, and he has 7 yards, but that was going nowhere, and it was a really quick inside cut. He split the defenders, and he has 7 yards.
Yeah, he left Caden Leonard grasping at air there on the cutback. That was quite a run by Williams, and Osage continues to pick up positive yardage, and you get positive yardage on 1st down again. That's so important for a running team. Now it opens up the playbook, and you can do whatever you want to in the next 3 downs.
Trusty goes the other way this time, and solid run, and I think another 1st down for the Indians. It is the 21-yard line. That's Charlie Dooley with the carry, and 1st down and 10 as the Indians just outside the Lake Ozark Real Estate red zone with 2:40 left here, and an impressive drive for Coach Shannon Jolly's squad. They look dead to rights, but their defense got a big stop, gave it back to the offense, and here we are. 1st down and 10, balls to 21-yard line. Both teams, all 3 timeouts with 2:23 left here in the 4th quarter of play.
That's the first time they've run that counter tonight. Very effective.
Trusty now rolls to his right. steps up looking for Dooley, very nearly intercepted. That was an errant throw by Maverick Trustees. Fortunate it falls incomplete, brings up 2nd down and 10.
I think that ball got into his palm or something because it looked like kind of a shot put. He just wanted to get it out there. And it is 2nd down again. Live to fight another day here. He just got it to an open spot on the field.
That was dangerous.
Everything, with 2:16 left in the game, everything is now 4-down territory. And just there's no choice here because you would never see the ball again, most likely.
So on 2nd down, Aiden Williams, the carry. 2 or 3 yards. Moberly loves that. Their fans make some noise tonight here on the near end of the bleachers. So after we'll give them 2, maybe 3. We will give them 3 yards, bring up 3rd down and 7 as we're inside 2 minutes. And you notice the methodical approach here for Osage. They don't want to leave Moberly with much time. They've got 3 timeouts, and they're going to need a touchdown and an extra point.
And what we got here, a timeout call. No, the play clock still had plenty of time. So Coach Jolly didn't like something, and he calls the timeout from the sideline.
So with 1:39 left, Osage down by a touchdown, but knocking on the door. We take a commercial break, and we'll be right back on Lake TV after this.
Polylift boat lifts, preferred by boaters everywhere. Award-winning construction and unmatched service makes Polylift the go-to boat lift for Lake of the Ozarks. Generations of this boat lift family building the best boat lifts possible. And the next generation is poised and ready to take Polylift into the future. The most trusted solution for protecting your watercraft is Polylift. You know what they say.
We don't just build boat lifts, we build Polylifts.
Polylift Boat Lifts is proud to present live high school football exclusively on Lake TV. At Polylift Boat Lifts, we don't just build a boat lift, we build a Polylift.
And we're back on Lake TV for exclusive coverage of high school football presented by Polylift Boat Lifts. 3rd and 7 now, 1:39 left. Give to Aiden Williams, and he is going to be waylaid after a 1-yard gain, bring up 4th down and 6 with 1:30 to go, and the clock continues to run. And I think Osage going to call another timeout and think about this ever important 4th down and 6. We'll be right back on Lake TV after this.
Lake of the Ozarks is the boating capital in Missouri. Did you know that your prop is the most important part of your boat? With over 30 years of propeller repair at Lake of the Ozarks, Cool Breeze Marine, the prop specialist, is the choice for you. The most advanced in propeller repair and scanning, Cool Breeze Marine, the prop specialist, can help you boat smarter, go farther, and last longer on beautiful Lake of the Ozarks. Got props? We do at Cool Breeze Marine, the prop specialists.
Welcome you back with the ball game riding on a 4th down and 6 for the Indians. They've got it at the 17-yard line of Moberly. A great drive here after a defensive stop. All comes down to this. Can they extend this drive? Can they extend this game? 4th down and 6. Trusty takes the snap out of the gun, rolls to his right side. And he is going to be out of bounds. I'm not sure what he was thinking.
He had to throw the ball. Even if it's intercepted, you've got to throw the ball there.
You have to get rid of it. And Osage, it shows 2, but I believe they're down to just 1 timeout with 1:21 left. And the defense for the Moberly Spartans proves tough all night long, and they prove to be very tough on that stop. They bend, but they don't break, Mike, and they give it back to the offense, presumably putting this game on ice.
Yeah, and again with a rollout. You know, you're cutting the field in half, and you're allowing the defensive back to say, okay, you're facing this guy, and he's rolling to your left. I'm not worried about anything to my right. I'm covering everything to the left. Hey, if he can throw across the field, more power to him.
Oh, and look, a little read option. Going to try to pass, and almost had him was Colonius, and then takes a knee at the 26-yard line after a nice gain. But Colonius very nearly had him for a big loss on that one. We'll give him 8 yards and now a timeout for the Indians. That's either their last or their second to last. I believe it's their last time out, though.
I thought they'd use 2 as well, and this would be the 3rd, but we'll have to see here.
Let's go, Jack.
That was a nice play by the court. I'm going to sneeze.
So with 1:04 left, Osage forced to call their final timeout, 2nd and 2 at the 26-yard line. This one basically over. Did want to give a shout out to all of our crew. I'm William Holtz alongside with the Hall of Famer Mike Bissell on the call. Chris Schneider helped with our game prep, switching our DOP Andrew Evans on the instant replay, helping in the truck Megan Albers on top angle camera operating. That's David Leatherberry on the field. The great Sean Cover running the field cam. Graphics in the truck, our new Robbie Brewer rocking it and shooting our B-roll highlights on the field. Spencer Wall, our station programmer and scheduler, Michelle Kitchen. Appreciate our crew. Of course, some technical difficulties tonight. Appreciate you guys bearing with us and hopefully getting to watch this replay. So now Moberly looks like they're in that victory formation.
And they're showing 0 on the scoreboard for Osage 4 timeouts. So, yeah, I think you take the snap there, no gain. Okay, they've already spotted the clock, or spotted the ball and started the play clock. So I think they're just going to have to snap it one more time. Okay?
Yep, and that should do it. So, Mike, he'll have the rest of the call here. I'm going to head down to the field. I'll be with Coach Cody McDowell and his player of the game presented by Show Me Zero. Mike, take it away.
And I get to call the kneel down here. The kneel down for Engel once again is going to put an end to this. Clock running. Osage cannot stop it. Boy, that just one score in the second half of play. And that was all Moberly needed. They got the 2-point conversion, and they end up scoring, well, 21-14. They win here over School of the Osage. So Moberly, and again, I misspoke at the top of the show, Moberly goes to 2-0 as they defeated Smith Cotton 28-7 in week 1. And they get the win on the road here at School of the Osage 21-14. We'll take a break, and I'll put the stats together as best I can. And William be down on the field for post-game interviews. 21-14, Moberly wins over School of the Osage. This is Lake TV.
Live high school football on Lake TV is presented by Poly Lift Boat Lifts and brought to you by Central Ozarks Medical Center, Millard Family Chapels, Slumberland at the Lake, Crown Power and Equipment, the Missouri Coalition for Roadway Safety, Buckle Up, Phone Down, Sir Dyke Yamaha, Cool Breeze Marine, our veterinary, Lake Ozark Real Estate, Jonathan Hartenstein, Broker Associate, Ozark Homes, and the Missouri State High School Activities Association. It's time for the Slumberland Furniture postgame show. At Slumberland Furniture at the Lake, they are bringing happy home. Now back to William Holtz and Mike Bissell.
And back at School of the Osage, glad you could join us for the broadcast tonight. Osage comes up a little bit short. They fall 21-14, and they fall to 0-2 on this 2023 season. For the Moberly Spartans, who get their record to 2-0 as they move on in conference play. Engel had 7 carries for 3 net yards. He did have several sacks in the first half. St. Clair 7 for 34, and Tiger didn't go off with 21 carries, 116, but still he's a handful. 116 yards, 1 carry for Alexander, -1 yard. So 152 net from scrimmage rushing the ball for Moberly on 36 attempts. They had 2 early fumbles, and that really kept Osage in it there early on. They also threw the ball for 137. Balkman had 1 for 17. Land 5 for 41. Fanning 2 late catches for 17. The big one to Tiger on a very well-conceived play for 45 yards and a touchdown. And then Kessler had 1 for 10. So 130 through the air, 152 rushing, 282 net from scrimmage for the Moberly Spartans. They had the early fumbles, the 2 fumbles, and they had 5 penalties in the first half, no penalties in the second half. So they played a very clean second half of football. For the Osage Indians, they fall to 0-2. Trusty sacked several times, 4 carries, -27 yards. Williams, I had him for 24 and 101 on the game. Colonius had 7 carries for 16 yards, and Dooley had that one reverse for 9 yards. So 99 yards rushing for School of the Osage on 36 attempts. They did not turn the ball over. The passing stats, 2 for 21 to DePay, both touchdowns in the first half. Hall, a couple of catches in the second half, 2 for 24. 144 net from scrimmage for Osage. No turnovers and 2 penalties for 10 yards.
Hey everybody, Daryl Cunningham with Slumberland Furniture at the Lake. It's our Labor Day sale, and we got some special things going on here at the store. You buy the sectional, you get the matching recliner for free, and save up to $800 off of our super luxurious Stearns & Foster mattress sets. And there's up to $700 off of Tempur-Pedics, the most highly recommended mattresses in the industry. And let's not forget the dining room, 5-piece set for $399. Come see us at our Labor Day sale at Slumberland Furniture, where we're bringing happy home.
Spartan head coach Cody McDowell. We talked to him in the pregame. Now we talked to him in the postgame show. Coach, you guys start with some fumbles early on, but your team showed some composure, and you guys end up pulling it out.
Yeah, I mean, hats off to Osage. Came out ready to play, and I don't feel like we did, quite honestly. Coach Jolly had them ready to go. They executed well up front. I felt a lot of our wounds were self-inflicted early, just kind of put ourselves in bad situations. Offensively, turned the ball over and couldn't get rolling and couldn't get any momentum. Defense, it was kind of a bend and break a little bit at times, but, like I said, a lot easier to, a win's a win, and you'll take it, and I'm happy for our guys. There's some frustrating things that we've got to work through and get better at, very, very most definitely, but it's good to win,
Coach, it's got to feel good knowing you guys didn't play your best game. You left a lot out there, but this year's team found a way to end with the W. Does it feel like that's different from last year's team, maybe?
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, our leadership stepped up at times. Obviously, second half was a little bit different. We caught a little momentum early, and we were able to get some stops and put it away. So, hats off to our old guys and our leadership for stepping up in those situations and kids that made plays at opportune times when they had them there late in the game.
Coach, you guys are 2-0. You guys are headed home. It feels a lot better with the 2-0 record, doesn't it?
Absolutely. Yeah, anytime you can win, you take it, man. It's tough. It's a tough schedule. It's a tough stretch. Osage is a good team. We knew that coming in, that they'd play hard and be sound, and they were. They played a good game, and they were ready. So we've got to learn from it and move on.
Okay.
That is Moberly head coach Cody McDowell. Appreciate your time, Coach, and congrats on the W.
Thanks a lot.
Now we have our MoDOT Show Me Zero player of the game, Kayvon Tiger. He ran wild tonight, and then, of course, a huge touchdown catch. Only a sophomore, Kayvon, but something tells me with the way you're running, you don't really feel like an underclassman.
Yeah, I feel great. I feel like a big dog. Last year felt a little, but it was only my first year. I got up this year, felt strong, and doing what I can do best.
You start with a couple of scores last week. You repeat that again this night, and you heard your coach say you guys didn't really play your best game. After you look up and you see the score, you realize you win. Do you feel like there's some things you guys could get better at?
I feel like we can get way better. They came out to beat us, and we started off slow, but we pulled it together. Halftime, we got a little better. We can definitely do better, but next week we're going to do our best.
I got to ask you, Kayvon, you're a young guy out here just balling out. I know you got to be a big NFL fan, so when I ask you what running back in the NFL do you try to model your style of play after?
Probably the running back on the Chiefs, Pacheco.
Yeah.
I just like how he runs. He runs hard. He does his best. I want to be just like him.
Well, I appreciate your time, Kayvon. Congratulations on the W, and keep running wild, my friend.
Yes,
That's tonight's Show Me Zero player of the game. Just a reminder, my friends, to buckle up, put your phones down, slow down, and drive sober. This message brought to you by MoDOT Show Me Zero. That's going to conclude tonight's postgame show presented by Slumberland at the Lake. The Indians, they fall by a score of 21-14 and fall to 0-2. They'll make the trip right back here at home. They'll stay home anyway and play host to the ever-tough Blair Oaks Falcons next week. As for us here at Lake TV, catch the Wiener Nationals Sunday starting at 4 o'clock with our Serdike Yamaha pre-race show. And then next Friday, we'll be back in Camdenton as the Lakers. They play host to the Waynesville Tigers. We'll hit the air with the pregame show at 6:30. For our whole crew from School of the Osage with Lake TV, I'm William Holtz. Until next time, my friends, good night and God bless.
Live high school football on Lake TV is presented by Poly Lift Boat Lifts And brought to you by Central Ozarks Medical Center, Millard Family Chapels, Slumberland at the Lake, Crown Power and Equipment, the Missouri Coalition for Roadway Safety, Buckle Up, Phone Down, Sir Dyke Yamaha, Cool Breeze Marine, our veterinary, Lake Ozark Real Estate, Jonathan Hartenstein, Broker Associate, Ozark Homes, and the Missouri State High School Activities Association.